Why, hello there. Alright, so today we are going to do part 3 of this build. And thanks to Engrave, I am a hoe, I will hydrate. I decided to put my camera up here so I can look down, look up, you know, sort of thing, instead of looking, Still testing that one out. Might move the upstairs camera to somewhere over there and get like a angled shot down of what I can do, but haven't really figured that one out. Took the hydrate right off the bat. Thank you, you are amazeballs. So yeah, it's just kind of one of those things of, well, that's way too big. Oh, let's make that a little bit smaller. Thank you. Yeah, today and into the last couple days by accident, I was talking to a friend of mine on the phone, and we're going to work on the knees, legs today. Kind of had this weird idea of, alright, this is a very aerial-based Gundam. Or at least what is it? The Strike Freedom was a space unit. On the ground, whatever. So, in that line of thought, I'm like, what if I had two different loadouts? One for ground warfare, where the legs are a little bit meatier, and what if I had space-style legs, where it's more emphasis on thrusters and stuff like that. So, lying around, I'm going to swap the cameras here, because that's just the kind of guy that I am. Here's what we got. Alright, so we got our torso here. I removed the right arm because I'm doing some stuff with it. I'm going to bring it in, see if I, to a buddy of mine that has a 3D printer, see if we can't, you're a space unit, see if I can't, where was I going with this, yeah, 3D print something that goes onto this shield here that's on the left or right arm of the Strike Freedom. Pop this bad pup off, like so. There's a little nub here. And this nub is, you know, whatever. But if I can engineer a piece that looks like this, so it'll connect to that nub, but then have a nub of itself sticking out on top of it, so that way I can attach the Gatling gun shield of the I.W.S.P pack. So that's kind of my logic a little bit here. So I'm like, alright, in front of a 3D printer slash finding a not fully permanent version of what I could do for this kit that doesn't involve me gluing parts to other parts, because I feel like that's just not cool. And I really want the ability to have a Gatling gun, because you launch the bit shield, you sit there with a Gatling gun, I mean, you're just stinging people. That makes logical sense to me. I'm kind of thinking about this as a build fighter style scenario. So that was where I'm going with this. I found some Gundam legs lying around, and as I was talking to my friend, I kind of painted them up, took them apart a little bit, flushed out some ideas on them. I got a really fun paint scheme. I had to undo all of the panel lining and messy work that I did to this kit, and I mean, I did a lot of messy work. So, pulling back the level of not damage, thankfully, or lack of sanding as well, but painting over all the parts that I kind of wanted to judge to fit where I'm at now. With, alright, I want some skinny legs for the space unit. So I painted all the joints, I painted everything. So now it looks, I'm not going to lie, pretty friggin' spicy. I wasn't planning on using these Gundam legs, but they were just lying around, doing nothing on a Gundam, just chilling in the corner of my room. I'm like, alright, let's use this Christmas gift and really make this puppy sing. Oh, I totally missed a spot. Dang it. So I did that off camera because I felt like, you know, it was already built, whatever. There's my gold. I know, right? Shocker, I know, to literally nobody. Gotta get some gold boosters, because, you know, booster gold. Yeah, that was kind of my line of logic for all of this, I guess. was like, well, repurpose some parts, because I had a couple friends of mine reach out from the Minnesota Gunpla group going, hey, by the way, we're just kind of used to, I've got some spare parts from spare kits lying around. Do you want anything? Haven't had the chance to hang out, sort of thing. So, COVID and, life, death, taxes, that kind of shenanigans. So I'm like, well, what do I have lying around? And at my current place of residency, I only had the Wyndham, a Strike Gundam with the I.W.S.P. that was like a master grade. That was a cheap Chinese knockoff. So that's out of the question. A Gundam FOTS, perfect grade from like the 90s. That's out of the question. So I'm like, okay, rocking a hard place here. What do I have lying around? Wyndham. And I'm like, it's not gonna, oh my gosh, it fits. So, because it fits is the only reason why I'm actually putting a little extra work trying to save, not save this build, but like go the next level of having a space set of legs. Instead of, like a strike backpack of some sort, because I don't like the backpacky units. Ha, I said unit. So it's kind of my thought process for all of this, and so far I don't hate it. I was expecting to hate this way more. I mean, it wasn't even the same grade kit. It was like a high grade something or rather. That you can buy at like Barnes & Noble for like $15 or something, and it was a fun build, don't get me wrong, but I'm getting some really savage mileage out of these legs now, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of meaner. They're skinny. I don't like the feet, and when I tried to paint them red, they turned like black, or like a really crazy blood stained blue. So I might give it a couple coats of paint here to see if I can't eke out at least a little bit of red for the feet, yeah. I mean, I do have some crazy ideas involving, the wing kits and stuff like that. I'm not gonna, gotta update the hours on this, sorry. Where are my manners? Okay. So, doing a little bit of research here of how much time I've put into it and what have you. Alright. Let's see if I can't figure something out here real quick. Yeah. Okay. So that moved. That's actually very weird. Time. We're now at not 5 hours. I keep forgetting to change this before each build, sort of thing. Oh, come on. Oh, no luck. That's why. Duh. Okay. That's a little bit better. There we go. That's better. Okay. Okay. I'll take that. That looks a little bit better. Gives you information of what you have. Yeah. I have oddly enough not considered using glitter for this. Gold is glittery and shiny enough. Same thing with silver, if, where, when I find some silver. But not so much for this build, right, Meow? I like where your head's at, though. If I did find, like, shiny metallic stuff, I would definitely do that for a build in the future. Of make it obnoxiously... Not bedazzled. I feel like that's the wrong word. Where the French tickling is my... Oh, there's my blue. Yeah. But no, I would love to make a glitter kit. I feel like that would be, one, hilarious. And second of all, I mean, it would just be like, here's this monstrosity, effing deal with it, you know? So I think that'd be kind of cool. So in the future, if you buy it, I will build it, sort of thing. But until then, lower priority than normal. Just because this build is going to be, what it is. And it's way too late in the game to change the color scheme on this one. Have a tough looking Gundam. It's like, did that guy just smoke me? And he comes out there with like just way too much glitter. Yeah, I may or may not have watched Build Fighters and gotten horrendously inspired because of that. Part 5. But the legs look baller. And as I was on the phone with my friend, I did take a little bit of time to flush out some of the armaments for like the legs and stuff, all these little additional add-ons. I'm like, maybe these things will be used, maybe they won't. I don't know. Just something to put together. Cause I probably won't for the stream do the armaments. I just want to have the Gundam itself built. But I did, with a little bit of sciencing and hey, math. I did devise from the Jesta, because the Jesta legs are going to be the key point to the ground version of this Gundam. So when that happens, I'm like, well, I kind of want to use that hip grenade thing that it has. On the Jesta, it has 3 grenades on each side of its hips. Originally, I was just going to use a set of those, so that way at any given point in time, this gun would have full-on access to at least 1 rail cannon on its hip. Because one, I'm a huge hobang for this and mild amounts of asymmetricalness. And I originally never thought that I was going to be an advocate for asymmetrical Gundams or kits or stuff like that. Like the ones that are just like amazingly lopsided, I can't get behind that. Even in the animes, like you have, what is it? Like Nemesis from, not Nemesis, but the final form of Wesker, where it's just got like one gigantic massive arm and a arm shield, and that's all its armaments are, and its left side is just kind of like, I'm over here, I'm waving, or flipping you the bird while I'm like kicking your butt. Nah, not my style. Not for legs. Maybe for armaments like the Gatling gun and the bit shield and stuff like that. But that's all stuff that can still be balanced and like counterbalanced, I guess, very easily instead of overly redunculous arm stuff. Also, I felt like with the Gatling gun having a pivot, I didn't think about any additional armaments or weaponry for this Gundam, like a rifle or swords. I don't want any swords really on this kit whatsoever, but there's going to be 2 on the back of the rail cannons here. And those will be pointed primarily just outward and just kind of like hip, pelvis swords. Because, close range combat can go F itself. In my mind, I want this to be all distance. If someone gets close, I've got no one to blame but myself. If I was piloting this. That's kind of the mentality I want behind this, and that's why I like the thoughts so much. Yeah. Okay, listen here, Twin Grave. Night Gundam from SD is not best Gundam. Night Gundam is amazing when it's like in the full fleshed out version of it, then it's just ridiculously cool. I do see why, yeah, I might do an SD Gundam here sometime in the future. I'm going to stand by the statement of, I'm never going to buy one, but if someone buys me to build one, I guess I'll fucking do it. Pardon my French, but, SD Gundams. See, I wouldn't have a problem with SD Gundams if the American version, instead of saying super deformed, was Special Defense Force. I would have let it slide, because it's funny and stuff like that, but nah. You had one job to do, but 4 kids didn't step up to the plate on that one somehow. Riddle me that, Batman. So that's some of the side leg ornaments done. Color changing them into what's going to be working for the Strike Hive. And overall, I feel like it's just got a really good vibe going. But I did do alternate colors for the grenades. So for the hip one, it's definitely gold. For the hip one that's right below it, it's going to be purple ones inside of the canister instead of the gold ones, because I want to have access to 2 different types of grenades, and I want these to be launchable. Like, I just rip off this part and throw it, and, you know, it's a cluster grenade sort of thing. And then you have less weight to worry about. That's kind of my thought. And then the opposite leg, the weaker arm that has the Gatling gun, will have backup of either the concussive or whatever style of grenades I'm going to deem these, but I'm pretty sure I'll spec that out officially later, and I'll do a whole breakdown on what, where, when, why, that kind of sort of stuff. I will also have a different camera angle shot, so instead of this beautiful top-down shenanigans, I'll have coming in from the side or from over here, so we can get a different look at it. Or I'll just do a breakdown video where I actually dedicate a camera and then have this thing just on a rotating pedestal in front of the kit. I don't know, and I'll talk about it. You know, how I did things, what went where, what went wrong, what's been right. I think so far my biggest complaint is me being an idiot with these markers and wanting to touch up all these details whenever I possibly can, which is a good thing because I'm pretty OCD when it comes to mild amounts of perfection, and I'm not trying to do battle scarring, which is something weird for me. Normally, I'll be like, you know what's funny? If I take a sandblaster to friggin' every single part, because I love that kind of a look. Maybe I'll learn how to do tarnishing or like weathering with like a solid gray and then wipe it away sort of thing, so it accents on the edges. I don't know. That's a solid maybe. But I just want to make sure I get this done first. This is my first like kit bash paint job, start to finish. So I'm a little nerve-wracked on it. Maybe I'm not letting the paint dry long enough. I'm probably not letting the paint dry long enough. But, you know, going back and touching things up, making them a little bit more evil. I don't know. But I want the color scheme to go throughout, and then the other Gundams, well, the other kits that I have. Come on now. Come on. Give me some paint. There we go. I'm going to have to paint all of them in similar-ish colors. Maybe I'll have green accents or something. I don't know. But they're all going to look similar-ish, which is good, but at the same time, limiting. I don't want to have all my Gundams on display and whatnot have like the same 3-4 colors of green, blue, white, and gold. Don't get me wrong, I would actually kind of love most of my kits in those colors. But eventually I'll have to shy away from that. But I mean, having these Gundam legs lying around means I don't have to paint up the Strike Rouge as much, minus the gun, which in my mind is a good thing, because I would like to go a lot more pink and red onto that one, because that one could look, if you know what I'm saying. But I digress. So I'm just fixing the painting on the feet here for the Gundam's feet, because these will still work for the Gundam. The legs won't, but the Gundam was kind of a Secret Santa Christmas gift, and I don't think. I'm really glad I can incorporate that into the build, sort of thing. And yeah, what's up?
There's pizza.
Okay, I'm good for now. Thank you. Sorry, they were asking me about pizza, and I turned down pizza for the stream. Who am I? Seriously, like, who am I? Turning down pizza. Okay, now why is this red just coming out violently red this time around on this foot? But on the other foot, it just looks like savage amounts of blood poo. I don't understand this. So I'll have to go back and repaint something. Again, I mean, not a bad thing, because I do want, like, the red, for lack of better descriptive terms, for Gundams. For a lot of space kits, you'll notice this, where they have kind of like this high heel sort of look. You can kind of see it there in the camera. Let's see if I can't get into this one. Yeah, there we go. Anywho, the hooker boot look is the way I've always referred to it as, because they're usually like red, like those really expensive high heels. My gosh, I cannot think of the words today. The words are eluding me, if you will. Yeah, so I've always kind of liked that, even though most of this kit doesn't have red, except for like thrusters and stuff like that. I kind of love red feet for a Gundam. So now it's coming out like violently red, so maybe these feet are savable. Okay. Faith restored in the Gundam marker that I was using. Yeah. I definitely know that if I wasn't painting any of this Gundam whatsoever, this would take me so quick to like slap all these pieces together and call it a day, but it would just look like absolute butts. And that's not my style. For the most part. I'm trying to up my game and my image as of late. Thank you very much. Just because, you know, life happens. Cars, life, girlfriends, that kind of stuff. So I'd like to, you know, get better. Never stop improving sort of thing. See, now it's just red. Cool, so I have to definitely go back and redo the other boot, but I'll do that later. Once the first coat is, like, on. There we go. That's some happy little feet. Maybe. Okay, I'm just giving this a rough coat. It looks like butts, but you know what? The second coat will be where it's at. That's where I'll hang my hat for sure. Because this one's just kind of like, you just need this base coat. Kinda. Oh yeah, okay, so the reason why I'm really painting this though is because I added some blue to make the color scheme click onto the feet and whatnot, and when that happened, it just made it way too blue, lack of accents, kind of boring, which is a good thing for a space unit sort of thing. But yeah, look at this. Hopefully you can kind of see the detail here. Like, this is clearly red, this is black. Look at that. Marker, what the hey? Alright, let that first coat sit, see what happens. I'll paint those later. That's a low priority as of right now. But yeah, I did find out, oh yeah, for the hip thing, I also had to adjust the width, modify another piece to get it in there to see if it would work, and yeah, looks orange. Well, you, sir, Senor Slappy Pants, Toad Sage, are kind of not wrong, honestly. But I mean, it's a very violent red, so that's kind of what it's going here for. All right, so if I'm starting with the legs here of this Jesta, what do I need? I'm probably not able to build all of this at the same time, but I can build the feet together. So I can do some painting, pick out some other parts, pick out this, pick out some other parts, pick up this. It's kind of going to be my back and forth attack strategy throughout this, I feel like. Which is not a bad thing, but at the same time, I definitely want to keep some of the darker colors that we have for the legs to really emphasize that it's a ground unit. Instructions do not count as a tool. A tool is something you use to do something. I suppose by that definition, yeah, that would kind of classify it as a tool. But, you know, I digress. So, officially now, since I have the Cherudim shoulder pads on there, it's time to move on to the Jesta legs. So now we are entering in our third kit into the Gundam build. So now we've gone from officially 2 kit bashes into here is the third. So that's kind of exciting, I would like to say. All right, what all do I need? I need some B, some C, some 19, some more Bs, BCs and PCs. I can't mess that up too much. This one's a little bit more normal than the other ones, I would like to think. Alright, so here's the 3s. Yeah. I'm 99% sure this doesn't fit in there either. It might. I don't want these flat-footed things to be on the space unit. I contemplated for a second. I'm sorry. There's a moment of weakness. Yo, Freestyles of Ramo, how you doing today? If anyone hasn't seen any of Freestyles of Ramo's artwork, you gotta give him a check out. Oh, you're setting up stream again? Oh, setting up to stream again. Okay. Are you using that new overlay that I saw that you'd have? Because that's pretty spicy, if you ask me. Alright, here's a B. Let's do this. Oh, it's already open. That's nice of me. Okay, I don't need that. Yeet. I haven't decided what I'm doing for hands yet. Dude, yeah. Okay. If you're on way later, I might just raid you later tonight or something if I still am going. No idea how long I'm going to go for. I would like to get these legs done. That's kind of my goal for the evening. I accomplished one car thing today. Didn't do my taxes, but I'll do that later. Okay, so I need a second set of B's. Is this a B? No, this is an A. Where's the second B? Oh. Okay, here it is. Yeah. Dude, no, I'm glad that you were able to connect with my overlay hookup lady that's awesome sauce and get something figured out here. That's always fun. I like it when a plan comes together and my friends collaborate and stuff, yeah. Dude, I will have a blast. Hopefully you have fun setting up your stream, and hopefully I can catch it a little bit of it later tonight or something. You got some crazy awesome artwork, and you make it fun to watch. You're very informative, and you have good, strong, and valid points on Pokemon and the genre of. Oops, didn't mean to crack that, but I did. Hopefully nothing broke. Okay. Come on, stickers, get in there, because I'm never going to use you. I might. Alright, so we got the B2. Do I need any Ds yet? No. No Ds. Alright, so we got B, we got A. I don't think I need A off the top, which is a good thing. So hydrate. I will take that hydrate, yeah. Oh yeah, save it for the gaming stream. That will happen eventually. I will. Yeah, that'll be interesting. I haven't done that for a hot minute, and I know it's kind of a bummer, but what else, skis? I think I'm gonna keep these feet primarily gray. Maybe throw on a titch of blue here. I'll figure it out. Figure it out. Me back to where I used to be. Okay, scalpel. I don't need scalpel right now, but I need. Yeah, this is an absolute disaster of a setup right now, but I'm okay with that. So very okay with that. Actually, I have a container for just such an occasion. Yes, keep all these things that are painted and together. Look at that. Resource management. Okay, that's going to go with me to work so I can do some CAD building. Okay. That's the project put away and all of its little bits and parts that I don't want to deal with right meow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, dude. Yeah. Overload Marathon. Do it up. Season 1, fantastic. Season 2, I thought was the worst. And then Season 3, I really haven't, like, given it a chance. But I've tried. That Season 2, though, just... I thought it was so weak. It was all world building, and I was just bored. Alright, I need 6 and 4. Oh yeah, these are all going to have to get painted at some point, I feel like. Or some of these are going to have to get a little bit of zhuzhing. Alright. Back into the box with you! Okay. That should be good for 1, 2 PCs, 1, 2 PCs. Okay, that'll be good for now until I start building the joints, thighs, that kind of stuff. I'll hold off on these because these will probably involve a little bit of, yeah, Season 2 is Lizard People. You were definitely thinking of Season 2 of Overlord where the Lizard People, yeah, where the animator said, hold my beer, you're going to have to see this. And lo and behold, we saw that and we all went, okay. Nanda Ska. But I digress. You know, to each their own. Bold choice for a series to include lizard people sex and that having a selling point, but this is the world we live in. Okay, where is... There's the straight edge. Get rid of that nub. Don't want that there. Yeah. Yeah, Twin Grave, Season 2 of Overlord had... it doesn't really have much to do with the main character plots. It's mostly just world building and them trying to react to an evil Overlord appearing, which is why I'm just like, all right, cool, it's just world building, and here's a whole bunch of characters I don't have any attachment to, but you have to tell me the story. Okay, whatever. Yeah. I won't cut myself, no worries. I'm actually pretty good with these tools. Believe it or not, I'm actually pretty good with these tools. I mean, it's easy to believe that I'm not, but at the same time, have you seen me? You should see some of my previous ones, Gunplas and whatnot. They had fucking blood splatters on them, pardon my French. Oh my gosh. Twin Graves, get out of here. Paper towels comes in. Yeah. That was the perfect time for some Galdang paper towels. If I ever saw it. So I definitely noticed that this frame is a little bit more chintzier than the other ones. Like I can definitely see some warp. Like it wasn't fully filled by like a millimeter or something. So there's just a little bit of clearly it poured in through this nub into the frame in the press. But yeah, at least 3 rolls of paper towels. Paper towels. Good lordy. All right. Where to put my? There they are. Right in front of me. It's almost concerning. Almost, mind you. Almost. Ooh. The real question is, do I paint these or nah? I'm listing lazily towards nah, but I don't know. All right. It's getting a little toasty in here. Also, yeah, I did change the oil in the car already. Ugh. Okay. That's a little bit nicer on the whole body temp sort of situation. Tilt this down just a titch. There we go. There we go. Because I slouch, so I mean this is proper head face space sort of thing. Okay, back to the snipping. I am really tempted one of these days to get a new pair of snips. Not sure why. Just kind of like out of the blue, see if these are actually still as good as I think they are. So, I mean, I think these things are baller. I've also had them for 10 years, so they might be dull, and I just don't know because I'm so used to using something until it like breaks and the spring launches itself into my eyeball, and then I have to go to the emergency room sort of thing. This is getting painted for sure. That's going to go blue, I bet. But that's just me wanting to include some of the color. Yeah, man, this is... You can definitely see that these were like part of the pour process. This frame was not a happy frame. I'm not saying the walls are different density, but I mean, it's just off by just... It's looking kind of sus. I hope I use that word correctly. Okay. Okay. Get those all nice and cleaned up. Yeah. Don't feel bad about painting over these because I feel like blue will make that just pop. That, and I really love that blue marker. I feel like that's definitely one of my weaknesses for this build and for probably the next couple Gundams is that blue marker goes on so nice. It's such a nice sky happy blue that I would love to put on gigantic machines of death. Alright, so oh, did I grab the wrong piece? No? I'm confused. This isn't gonna fit. Am I looking at the wrong piece here? Did I not grab the C? I totally forgot to grab the C unit. Okay. That makes a lot more sense now. Might have grabbed the wrong... Might have grabbed the wrong part there. We're going to pretend we didn't see that. How about that? Maybe I'll edit that out before I put it on YouTube. I say is... I'm just putting these on there as raw as humanly possible. Which is against every aspect of my... Alright. B, C, B, A. Oh, it's a small frame. God dang. Who does this? Make them all the same size. It probably saves on production costs, let's be realistic, so I can't really knock that, like, at all. Okay. So I grabbed the wrong spot there. Smart like that every now and then. See, like, even good builders mess up. I say as I'm trying to put myself in the good builders category there by the graces of the gods. The gods of the build. See how much of this will be seen and not seen, and will determine how much I do and do not paint any of these parts. Because I don't look at the pictures before I put these things together really much. I know what the general look of the Gunpla is gonna look like, but for like when it comes to panel and painting and whatnot, I just kind of go with whatever the mood is at the time, which is both probably really good and absolutely terrible. For a lot of people. But I mean, that's, sorry, I say as I'm completely unapologetic. Yeah, I'm gonna have to paint this when it's off for best results. Oh, for fuck's sake, there we go. Pardon my French. Okay. So, blue marker. Step into the ring, part 1. There's the blue marker. Okay. I'm thinking one of these days, eventually, I'll have all my markers, like hotkeyed out for the stream. Let me know if you'd be interested in something like this. And then whenever I cut out a part or whatnot, or have like a command in the chat for X amount of points gets you get to choose what color this is. Yeah. I should have like a tip jar and like people bribe me for, nope, this needs to be this. And I'm like, okay. Because if I make, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Harlequin cars, but they're cars with completely different colored panels. Kind of like a Rubik's Cube, except way more lack of organization, no repeating colors kind of sort of thing. A Harlequin build for a paint job or something would be kind of fun for a Gundam. It would be just absolute vomit onto a model kit. I think that'd be kind of fun. I might have enough markers. I have, I think 10 right now. Downside is only 5 of them are this thick style of marker that or paint that I'm using right now, and the other 5 are very thin and leave a lot of streaks. So if I were to get like Gunpla sponsored or something, 10 out of 10 would do that. That's not the point, though. I would have to invest in some more markers and paints and stuff like that, but considering that I just got myself a new car, that's not very high on the priority list right now. In fact, that is very, very low. But I mean, like, if you buy it, I'll build it sort of situation all over again. So I had a couple coworkers go like, we should do this. I'm like, I don't want to. And then there's some of those guys are silly enough for like, hey, look what I got. Jim, you have to do the thing now. I'm like, well, son of a biscuit. Hey, long story short, I got some pretty good solid coworkers. But I mean, I repay them in some way, shape, or form down the road, either by buying people lunch or tacos. Mostly tacos. Let's be realistic. Tacos is my weakness. Get all up in there, yeah. Okay. This is turning out to be a nice blue. It'll actually go pretty solid with the rest of the kit, I feel like. So even when I put the Jest back together, if I do put it back together after this kit bash is done, because I'll probably keep it in space mode for display purposes. I really wanted to have the feet of the Cherudim, because they're just absolutely petite. They don't hold weight, just a space unit. But the polycaps don't line up, and There's probably a way of Frankensteining it in some way, shape, or form, but I don't have that many extra polycaps lying around of that size. Like I said, the ones that I have are, you know, master grades, Chinese knockoffs. And I don't have... There's probably a way of going online and ordering a whole bunch of polycap stuff, but I actually wonder if there is a store that just sells polycap stuff. These are the things I think about. Taco burrito. You know what's up, Glenavere. That was a random rant. I kind of just went and just kept talking, and my brain just had so much to say apparently, which is kind of amazing that I'm, you know, just I open my mouth and words happen. What will my brain think of next? Let's find out. I'm a tumor. Back to Family Guy-esque memes. Gotcha. Good job, brain. That's not what I wanted. And yet, here we are. Doing the thing. Okay. Oh yeah, get some blue up in there. I guarantee one of these kits in the future will be like, oh no, I blew myself again. And like paint it to be like Tobias Funke. Also, if you haven't checked out, so I'm assuming since you're here, you kind of like big gigantic robots as much as I do. Netflix just dropped, just like they did with Castlevania though, only 7 episodes for season 1 of Pacific Rim. The Black. And outside of the slight adding to the anime aesthetics of, you know, animating up the kaijus and stuff like that a little bit, solid. Definitely solid. I knew you were going with it. Yeah. Burrito, spicy kisses. Thank you, Cartman. Jennifer Lopez. I wonder if they've pulled that episode from the air. It really makes me wonder. I wonder if like anyone in like South Park's worried about. Well, probably not. Like their past episodes getting pulled or hated on or something. But I mean, they're just all pop culture references of the time, sort of thing. So I don't know. Never thought about it till right now. Oh, look at that blue. So spice. In fact, I actually don't equate this color blue with spice. This would probably be the opposite. This would be, if anything, as close as I possibly could get to Pepto-Bismol without being pink. I will paint all of the interior joints gold on a side note. Excuse me, my nose itch there. Silly nose ring. It's one of the rings. One ring to rule them all. I don't remember the whole spiel for Lord of the Rings. As good as that series is, I've never memorized most things. Except for where every single meme is, and then when to drink. I dropped it. I dropped the ball. I didn't drop the ball, I dropped the foot, but, you know, the shin foot guard. I just wish that this had a little bit more thrusters. I do want to build the Alex Gundam because of just that, to be honest. I don't know if you're familiar with the Alex Gundam. It had pop-up Gatling guns in the arms, and that sold me 110%. That might be my slight weakness. Oh, I'm sorry that your chat bubble is busted. Should fix that, maybe. I wonder if my chat bubble is busted. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Forgot to get... I don't know how I completely spaced on like 1/3 of the side, but I did. Yeah, I'll be going back and giving all of these a second coat. Just because they will need it. Fudge! That's why this one's going to need like a 3rd or 4th. Maybe I'll give that battle drop to kind of look to it. I don't know. Yeah, it stays in there, and then it doesn't last that long in that chat box. So that might be something I might update later, where it eventually dissolves or something. But I don't know. Like half the time, my sub goals and follower goals, those don't work either half the time. So who knows? But thanks for sticking with me, guys, in my trials and tribulations of being who, what, when, where, and why I am. Alright, so we got a B1 and a B6. So it is this foot thing and this foot thing. These go together. Do I want to paint any of this? My money is on no, but I will do some panel lining on it later. Probably some scratching on it, you know, to represent foot damage. That's just me being a huge fan of scarring. I mean, it's also a ground unit, so I mean, I feel like that's gonna get scratched up. Which is why I really like, what was it, 8th MS? Such a good series. For fuck's sake. Okay, you know what? Peace. You just get out of here. We'll try again tomorrow. Now behave. Do the thing that I want you to do. You're not going to do it, are you? Oh. There we go. A little bit of finagling goes a long way. Okay, so this is going to be seen right back here. So you better believe, where's my gold marker? Yeah, I know. To literally nobody's surprise. Oh, wait, I need to grab the heel. Well, I'll paint these up first. Let them dry for at least a little bit. Oh, this marker is not going on here well at all. There we go. There we go. I stand corrected. It's going now. Yeah, anything that's extra that happens right here, I'll just scrape that away later. This stuff's pretty easy to scrape away to make look good. Which is kind of why I like all of these paints so far. Not having done this before, you know, like... Okay. Definitely trying to get the joints to look gold, that kind of stuff, because... I don't know if you know this, but I like gold. If I could put gold on accents on my car or something, I'd find a way. Oh yeah, you get that gold in there. You look pretty fucking cool. Yeah, okay. That's spice. Okay. I'll take that. I don't think I want to do anything else to the rest of this for right now. I'll wait and see, honestly, until like the next parts happen. I get a little bit farther in the build. And then I'll go back and fill in some color here and there. But like I said, I'm trying to keep the legs a little bit minimalistic and retaining some of their original color because I want to make sure that it's known that it's a fucking ground unit. Style pants, yeah. Replace all the chrome with gold. That would be pretty cool. I don't know if the red would go well with it. Cause it's that dark red. If it was a regular red, yeah, totes. Still worth looking into. There is some front bumper chrome pieces that I'm missing on the front of the 300. Low priority to buy, but I found a set of them online for like $30 on eBay. And I'm like, do I pull the trigger on this? And I'm like, oh right, I need to eat this week. So, and afford gas. So instead I went and got my oil changed. And stuff like that. I do need to buy an oil air intake filter, but that's another story as well too. I wasn't about to do the oil place do that, because it's an arm and a leg and a half, you know what I'm saying, brother? I'd rather just pay an arm. Oh my gosh, so many notifications on my cellular device. This is ridiculous. Okay, so that's doing the thing. I need the heels. That's what I was forgetting to do. That's off of the B series. Yep, B3. Like I said, I want to keep, if I'm not painting these red, I want to keep them their OG colors for ground unit purposes. It's the kind of guy that I am. No regrets. I am thinking about getting some black onto the car in some way, shape, or form. So take all the chrome and instead of chrome have it black. I saw someone else's 300 online. It was a silver one though, and it looked just spicy. But the interior was trashed. Seems like everyone and their mother that owns a 300 just annihilates the interior. At least all the videos that I have online. Which bums me out. Sorry, I'm talking about my car. Buy a new car. Delve heavily into the YouTube projects and reviews, what to look for, what not to look for. I've never owned a Dodge, so I have to look out for that Dodge tick noise out of the Hemi. But long story short, I just don't idle it often, and I'll be fine. It's got a new engine in there, so I don't have to worry about that for quite some time. There was a guy at a party for my girlfriend's birthday this last weekend. He's like, oh no, it's a Chrysler, it's this. And he's like, just dead set on, it's going to be this one problem that all the YouTube videos were clamoring about. And he's getting all hot and heavy with it. And I'm like, dude, it's only got 10,000 miles on the engine. There's no friggin' way that's what it is. And then 2 YouTube videos later, when I was watching all these things of like reviews and stuff like that, there's a guy that's like, oh yeah, if you have an exhaust lead, it sounds like it's ticking. And then he just keeps talking as if nothing happens. I'm like, hold on. So I know for a fact there already is an exhaust leak, just a slight one, and it would be exactly what was being described. So I'm like, wow. So that one guy, I've never had a nice car before. So when people talk shit about like the sticker truck or something, I'm like, yep, I'll be right there with you making fun of my really crappy S10 that's a beater. Right there. You want to talk shit? I will out-talk your shit about my shit, because that's just what I can do. I'm not used to having a nice car and people knowing stuff and then just kind of putting me through the ringer because, you know, this, that, or wiffle bat. So it's a very interesting and now eye-opening experience. Alright, it's enough talk about cars. Let's get back to the subject on hand here of Gunpla and Gunpla love, because Gunpla is freedom. Okay, this heel is kind of shitty. I really wish I had this color paint. I'm pretty sure I have this color paint. Oh, that's black. Nope, that's a navy blue. I used that blue before. I was not impressed. Yeah, it was the camshaft, yeah. Yeah. That was a couple other YouTubers said as well. I was doing the research on it. I guess we're going back to cars. Shucks. Yeah. At the time of some of the videos, like they're like, Chrysler won't say anything, blah 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 blah. And then other people are like, okay, so that happened a while ago, and now they're getting back on it, and they've done the thing. They fixed it because people made mention of it. They did the thing. So I'm just like, yeah, fucking, just that one guy just kind of he pissed me off. Like he just kind of shit on a fucking awesome car that I'm really excited about, and just kind of took the wind out of my sails for a little bit. And that's kind of, don't be that guy. It's just, I won't do that to you. You don't do that to me. Like, all yim and yah, but I mean, I'm not going to be like, time to poop on your vehicle. Yeah. 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 Research. But I mean, it's like one of those things of like, if I'm learning a new car, I'm going to do a little bit of research and stuff, and, I don't know. It's just awesome having a fun, reliable car. The only thing they said was to worry out about was just idling it, because the idling wore down the thing. Because once it gets above like 1,500 RPMs, there's nothing that engine might be bulletproof then, in theory. But I don't know. That's just from what I have heard, and it's been like 3 days of just watching videos about this and learning, and I love learning about this car. I don't know Mopar. I am in completely out of my friggin' mind league. I'm back to Rookie Blue again, but I'm taking everything I learned from the Honda and the Honda experiences that I've had, and I'm taking all these videos and sites with just a grain of salt, and at the same time with just open eyes. And I've got friends I can ask about this, and talk to. And I really trust their opinions. I mean, I trust my friends. Yeah, exactly. They're jealous they don't have a nice car, so they gotta shit on people. And I mean, my jealousy's never gone through and shit on other people's cars, so that just kind of pisses me off a little bit. Yeah, rev that engine and just calm down. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, people just like to shitpost on other people's nice things and whatnot, and they assume that they do the same things that they do themselves do to vehicles, you know? Yeah. I'm not going to beat on this vehicle. It deserves way better than that. I'm driving this thing like a freaking grandpa. I'm almost averaging 18 miles to the gallon now. Like when I got it from my buddy Alex, I'm fully aware, Twin Grave, his average was like 13.7 or something. So I think it's because I'm doing a lot of highway time on 94 in the mornings. I think that has a lot to do with it. 13 on a good day. God dang. If everyone hasn't figured out Alex's Twin Grave. He's the guy that I bought the car from, so he knows everything and anything about this car and whatnot. And once it goes to Power Cruise, hopefully it goes to Power Cruise this upcoming year and whatnot, I definitely want him, I definitely want you to, like, take it on the track, you know, and have a good time in it, you know. I think you're the only person right now in this chat that I would trust to do a track day with a vehicle that I own, ever. Marty. Which, in my mind, is the coolest. Will go to Power Cruise. Thank you. I don't know why I didn't say that sooner. Yeah, will go to Power Cruise. Don't mind me, I'm just doing some aggressive panel lining now. Yeah, if I can afford to put it on the track, I'm putting it on the track. That's just going to go without saying, I feel like. Because I would love to. Even if I just go, like, baby slow sort of thing, I would still be happy. Give it once in the straightaway and then just coast the rest of the time, because it would just be such... That car is just so relaxing. Had a bad day? Go out and go for a drive. Had a good day? Go for a drive. Then again, you have that Dodge Dart. Oh, man. Aim for the sun, reach the clouds. Okay, yep. I can get behind that. That's so good. Aim for the sun, reach for the crowds. Yeah. Clouds, it's not a Mustang. Not a Mustang. Oh, geez, that's so good. But yeah, no, we will definitely we gotta do Zaku builds. I've already been looking at Zaku's for the car club. I bet Glenn would want to get in on this too, because that way we could build his RS and as a Gunpla as well. I think that'd be dope. All right, what else needs to be painted here, or at least marked up? All right, that's good for now until I get the heel on. Yeah, Zaku from SD. Yeah. But you need to have like the grandpa style Gundam. Like you need to kick it old school. Is there a Zaku from SD Gundam? Yeah. Are you keeping it green white though? That's the real question. I don't know if you're moving on from that plan yet or not. Oh, that dart's just... I'm so excited for the dart. Like, you have no idea. Okay. I'm so excited for that dart. Like, you have no idea. Like, making this car is pretty cool. You getting the dart because of this? Even cooler. Like, the hype is so fucking just next level in my mind of... I helped a friend achieve a dream of owning a kick-ass car. Ooh. Sweet. I've got a band photo shoot this weekend. So next weekend, all I have is drumming on Sunday morning at church. Beyond that, I don't have anything planned for that weekend yet, and that'd be Ball Arena. Also, if there's any time like during the week that we can get out to work on the car too, I wouldn't say no either. Because, you know, I'm like stupidly hyped for that car. Like, that's going to be our flagship for channels, for showing up to places. Until something else happens, you know, but like, the hype train's real. Yeah. So I've been reading about cars a lot this stream. I say as I'm building, you know, Gundam feet. There we go. Okay, those are pretty much done. Pretty much, I say, as I'm going to go to the other side of this, see how the blue's coming through. That's pretty good. Looks like it's drying up pretty nice. Finish off the spot that I was holding it up at. I'll put those on way later. I really wish that, like, okay, so G Gundam, or not G, yeah, G Gundam, and, what was it I was just watching today? Pacific Rim. Just the way they pilot the mechs makes me so happy. I think that's just the coolest thing in the world. Integration, to the mind, the handshake, that kind of stuff. I really like the weird techie science behind it all. But that's another story altogether. Yeah, give it some more blue. You're my boy, Blue. Yeah, the Cherudim being painted blue is going to be super cool in my mind, just because I really don't like the color of the Cherudim. That just... Ugh, green. Ugh, green. Sorry. A little metal core there. Okay, a little bit of a stretch. I'm pretty excited for that. Dude, I do not doubt that. I'm kind of jealous. What else have you been doing to it outside of waiting for the parts and stuff? And like, what small things you've been working on? There's so much room in that engine bay. I love. Sorry, that car is just beautiful. That foot pedal. That foot pedal. Okay, so those 2 feet's done. C's, PC, C's, PC. Okay. So, oh, this is a B, this is an E. Here's the PC. Alright, that's the C. Alright, so I'm going to need an A eventually. You know, I probably should just find the A and snip those. Oh, it's B. It's a B. Oh, it's a D. I don't need D's. I need C's. CC. I need the A. What the hey? Oh, okay, so those are whatever. Mounted. Oh, you mounted the S2K seats! Oh boy. You got them lower? Oh no. That's lethal. Oh, I'm so happy. Yeah, I'm glad you cut the carpet out. I wasn't going to say anything. I kind of figured that was going to happen, but you never know. Some people like having mold and black lungs and eventually getting cancer because they never cleaned up a car. I also discovered today that the sunroof goes all the way back. That was a startling revelation. When I was taking my coworker to work today, because he's like, I want to sit in your car and go out and, you know, let's go. I'll buy you Canes if you can take me to Canes. Shucks. I've never had them before, and He's like, oh, I'm just gonna open the sunroof a little bit. I'm like, all right, cool. And then he pushes the button again. It goes farther back. I'm like, hold on. What? I wasn't ready for that. I thought like not the brightest bulb on the Hanukkah tree sometimes. Let's be realistic here, people. But that's kind of half the fun. It's just, learning things and having a car that does weird things that you're not used to. I'm used to a shit truck. Or just a shit box in general, so a little bit of luxury goes an insane large amount of ways, and I can't wait to baby the shit out of this. I think I've already given it like 3 car washes. I probably should get that holiday unlimited pass. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Or buy money in stock of holiday because I got a car that deserves, love and stuff. Yeah. It's also because the color is red. It retains color and dirt a little bit more than normal. Or at least I've noticed that in comparison to my shit rusty box of a truck. But that doesn't have much to do with anything, so yeah. Upgrades. And it's just, there's not a day that I don't go by that I don't wake up in the morning and go, just say, thanks, God. This is the shit. Like, it's, yeah. It's, is what it is. Life's good. And it's never been this good. And we're in COVID, too. Like, if I wasn't in COVID right now, just imagine how much crazier, awesome life would be, but I'm not worried about that. I can't compare to what could or could not have been. I'm going to have to do so much trimming on all of these things. I think these are all seen, and they're going to be all painted gold. Damn it. So I'll trim them down at least a little bit, then I'll paint them gold once they're into an adequate sitting, holding spot. Let's see, the nose, it's 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm kind of snipping these out by going through and doing like 5 steps at once here. So if that makes a little bit of inconvenience for some people watching this, I apologize. But I like to have at least a couple steps planned out so I can kind of get them all out, clean them up, and then pound out like 6 steps at once. Then I need 3 and 4. Okay. But that's just my kind of attack approach. Because I don't like to set them down, put them up, set them down, put them up, set them down, put them up, set them down, put them up. I just clip them all out. Get it all done at once. Plan out the things, because you're going to have to paint some of these things anyway. Probably these, to be honest. I think those are going to be the thighs. Them smexy thighs. I don't know. Yeah, that's my money. Yeah, my money's on that for thighs. So these might be light blue as well. Or they'll just stay the way they are, because still a pretty good color, but at the same time, I'll hold them up to, before I like snap everything into unmovable place, put one thing next to the other. Yeah. Because, paint jobs are a thing and stuff like that. I find it weird that I'm trying to keep the Chrysler stockish right now. I already floated the idea of putting a cold air intake on it, but that ain't going to do a damn thing apparently. So I'll just buy a new air filter for it. Not a problem. It's only like $50. Because the guy at the oil place is like, oh yeah, here's that's so gross. And I'm just like, dude, I already know. Like, I really wish he had asked me like, hey, can we take a look at the air filter or something? So just kind of like right into my engine bay. And I'm like, why are you doing this, bud? But it made sense. I don't know. Now, they tried to sell me in a whole bunch of things, and I'm like, nope, 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 don't need this, don't need that, don't need this. Shut up, give me oil, I'm out of here, bye. I don't like going to oil places, like ever. I like to do it myself. But it's been tradition since whenever I buy a new vehicle and whatnot, the first change is, done right then and there of someone does it. In an oil shop of sorts. Jiffy Lube and what have you. Alright. Okay, so this is the first one then. Yeah, sorry about the lag of music again, guys. Having the recording this for YouTube and whatnot. Did I push record? Yeah, I pushed record. Okay, good. I'm trying not to put copyright music on there in some which way, shape, or form. I will find some YouTube link holes for that kind of stuff in the future. But I just wanted to have, this on there. So hopefully you're putting on like Spotify, Pandora, YouTube music, or, a local artist that in the background. I have some Twitch artist friends that I would love to put on, but it's their music and I don't want that to go on YouTube. That would be normally what I'm playing, to be realistic here. But that's not the case today. Like I said, recording for the YouTube. I'll figure it out. Figure it out. Get some stuff going. Yeah. So that's what I know. I'm just getting some of these joints and stuff cleaned up. Almost done with at least one of these. Kinda. That was a nice clean cut right there. I'll take that every time. And then the next one was just mediocre as best. That's a bummer. Whatever. Okay, that'll go there. Whiskey. I wish it was. Okay, so I need some PC stuff. Alright, no, I haven't cleaned up this side yet. I just want to get one started so I can figure out what else I need to do, what should be painted next. I kind of think of the process a little bit. Alright, so I need a PC7. Alright, that's a 7. That's a 7. I need a PC10. That's a 10. That's the same one as the foot, mind you. Which I really wish I could make it work with the other set of feet from the Cherudim, but I digress. This is the ground unit. The Cherudim would just not cut the No. That'd be a bad news bears. PC-11. That's an interesting little piece, kinda. Sorta. Alright, PC-11 is out. The other PC-11 for the other, I'm assuming, thigh. Okay. Before I get too far into myself, let's start putting some of these things together now. Or at least some of these. Alright, so you... go in just like that. Alright, alright. So far, so good. Then you connect. Seal the deal. Check. Roger. Alright. And now we paint you gold, just like everything else. I have no idea where this piece is going. Actually. I'm assuming this is what connects the leg. If I had to wager a guess. I'm not good at wagering guesses. Yeah, that looks right. Scribble, 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 scribble. I'll go through and, you know, fill this in with other colors too when it comes down to it. But I want the joints to be gold because the Strike Freedom is gold. And yes, even the Strike Freedom's framed gold that came through. Dude! Jimmy, what up? Just working on some more of this kit bash. Right now we're on, I'm assuming this is the hip joint that I'm painting right now gold. I'm assuming, I'm not 100% sure to be realistic here. It's turning out pretty fucking solid. I have a set of space legs taken care of. That I kind of willy-nilly, as I was talking to a friend on Discord, you know, because every Wednesday, me and a buddy of mine, we get together, we talk, whatever's on his mind, or whatever's happening during the week. Kind of like a small group thing, or just a weekly phone call. Good guy. But I was just kind of like, I always have OCD. I'm definitely taking the dub on this one. No questions in my mind. This thing's going to come out looking like effing aces. There could be some things that would be left to the imagination that would be nice. But that's not my style, baby. Yeah, no. I'm going for the golden boy kind of look right now. And I love that. Okay. I know it's going to be interior leg, so I'm going to set that down over there. I don't even care about that much. Yeah. Yeah, no. Alex is already in chat earlier. We were talking about that. I love that car. Yeah, and he bought a Project Dodge Dart from 1974. Oh, you gotta see that car. I can't wait for that thing to be on the road and just going, because it's old school. It's beautiful. Yeah, we're back to talking to cars. Yeah, I'm building Gundam. This is the most car talk radio I've had all stream ever. Tonight's the car night, I guess, you know. I went and got an oil change today just because the engine said that. Yeah, a 74 Dart, yeah. Dude, yeah, no, it's been a minute for the GNHWIA, and thanks, COVID. One of these days, it'll be savagely rectified. We'll have a car meetup. We'll do some things. Just catch up. In theory, a friend of mine posted... Oh, you probably saw Rogue's post earlier about, like, in theory, if vaccinations happen, conventions in the latter half of the year might be a thing. And I'm like, dude, don't give me hope. So, yeah, that was my line of logic. But, you got a rap coming up? Ooh. Please have way too many anime waifus on it. Because that would be just... Yeah. What kind of wheels, rims you looking at? Anything fun, or just kind of like keeping it low profile, or maybe a little something extra? Oh, dude, I've seen some slapping Ruby wraps. Mostly involving my girl Yang. She's the best girl. I mean, one, she's got glasses and just says deal with it like half the time. Yeah. Oh, man, talk dirty to me. Yeah. Dude, okay, Ruby, yeah. I mean, one, she's kick-ass as fuck, let's be honest. I remember that first video that dropped for Ruwabi, and as a weeb, I'm like, okay, you know, this is pretty solid. And then like the rest of the videos kind of trickled in one by one, and I'm like, okay. Like Jeff Williams and his daughter just wrote all that music for a nerd thing, and then they didn't expect it to become fucking fire. And that music slaps. Nora, oh. Okay, Nora's up there. She's like, speaking of Alex, Nora is probably one of my like favorite characters because she's like, you know what's funny? I'm an extrovert. You're a friend, and just makes friends with like all the introverted people. And as an extrovert, I relate to her on a way too deep level. Between welds? Is that like between two ferns? Except it's two guys welding? I think I'm funny. I really do. And now, well, actually, I was more or less just laughing at like Zach Galifianakis' just response to me going between two welds, just going, why? Have my jokes and myself and my visage been cheapened into this particular thing? I mean, the correct answer is yes, but I mean, I'm not going to tell him that because he's a beautiful bearded bastard just like myself. So, which I will never meet because that's just the way it be sometimes. Yeah, this is going to have to get painted. I don't like these nubs. What color they'll be painted, though? No idea. What? Okay, filling holes using junk sawzall blades. I mean, I wouldn't mind replacing the bed of a truck, you know, with a whole bunch of stop signs and yield signs and, you know, Frankenstein-y stuff like that, like Vice Grip did. I think that'd be baller. Alright, that blue looks sweet. Alright, set this into the boot. So officially, one foot is done. And now officially, two feet are done. Alright, that looks pretty solid and good enough for this particular build. I really wish the heel had a little bit more movement. Oh yeah, no, a bunch of license plates. I used to have like a couple dozen from previous vehicles that I've owned, that kind of sort of thing, but I'm actually not sure where they are right now, which kind of bums me out. Because I had one that's a 420 and one that was a 169. And I'm like, you know, I really wish I knew where all of these were. Because that would be El Fuego. Okay, this one, how did it go out? Okay, went out like that. Alright, I might use the restroom here for a split second. I have no idea how to run at... Wait, I have the tab open. No, I don't. Okay. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Potatoes. Alright, creator dashboard. Let's get one of those things where I can run a 60-second ad break. Alright, I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I got to step away for a hot second, use the restroom, and then... Oh my gosh, is that... Oh, that's your Discord, Jimmy. Okay, I was just like... Or maybe that's my Discord. I don't know, actually. But, Northbound Giants, Northbound James 1. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I'm going to use the restroom here real quick. I'm going to run a 60-second spot break. 1 second. Okay. Hopefully that worked. I have actually no idea if that 30-second spot thing went unless you subscribe to the channel, sort of thing, but new things for me to know and question. Okay. Time to paint this other thing gold as well, because, you know, that's what I do every single time with a joint of some sort. I wonder if there's gold-looking, heat-tempered paint that I could put on the underneath or in the car. I've actually wondered this for years. I've just never, like, really thought about it. Slash, I don't want to do anything to the car because the Chrysler's, you know, a meat stick. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That is the NBD Discord. Alex, if you're still in chat and whatnot, there was a thing that they mentioned in one of the, or a couple of the YouTube videos actually, for the Chrysler. They said that there was like a software update for the transmission, because it's a NAG 2 setup, I think, for the 300s for the years, X amount of years, I forgot what it was, but I think I fell into that category where they would not tune it, but they would update the software or something. Okay, I'll re-say it all. The transmission is a NAG 2, NAG-2. And Chrysler has a software update for the transmission, so it has less delay when it shifts, I think. I don't know if I have the ability to go in and go to a dealership and be like, hey, I heard that there's an update for this transmission. Could you slap it in there for me? Or something, because it might have been part of like a recall because of the delay of shifting or something. I don't know, but it was definitely something that I'm going to keep Googling a little bit tomorrow and look into, which would be interesting. I'm not worried about it, but I mean, if we have the ability to tune the Chrysler, maybe we, you know, do something. I don't know. Food for thought. Yeah, the only recall that you made mention to me was the airbags, and to me that's, you know, whatevskis. But some people said that, yep, this is a thing that Chrysler did and blah blah blah, and I'm like, get the French tickle out of here. Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh. I forgot that once it's unlocked, it's unlocked. I don't know how I spaced on that, but I'm still Ricky Blue in this car shenanigans of owning a nice car. I'm used to not nice things. So, yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, Dude, I will pay you for the tuning. Let's be realistic. Spiggity Spooty, Jimmy, you grab that booty. Okay? And you have a good time. You have fun. Okay? Well, I'm assuming once it gets warmer, we'll do some more fun things. Left and right, here and there. I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of learning for me. And I do believe I have the correct amount of friends around me to be like, Jim, no. That kind of sort of stuff, you know. I'm okay with learning. I low-key really love learning about being put out of my comfort zone. Yeah. My girlfriend introduced me to like all of her cousins and stuff like that. She's like, I don't know, this is kind of a big leap of, you know, like meeting friends and family, that kind of sort of thing. Like, I'm worried you're not going to get along and whatnot. And I'm like, I'm a drummer. And it was just a blast, you know. Maybe it's just my personality or the fact that I know this, that, wiffle bat, Taco Bell, who cares? I got this, you know, like... Maybe I actually have confidence in my life. Like, or maybe an abundance of it, or something. I don't know. It's weird. So fun fact, Twin Grave is going to go to the Holly EFI tuning school and get learned the right way. And like the amount of stoked that I am for my friends to be able to like do car stuff and do like pursue dreams and shit, it's awesome. And the hype is fucking real. And I've seen and talked to friends, yeah, like mostly just Twin Grave and whatnot, of what he's going to do for going forward. It's gonna be scary and awesome, and I support that 110%. Like, if there's anything I can do to help my other friends do things on a similarish level, you know, it's gonna require a lot. But I mean, Alex is worth it. Friends like him don't come along very often. I blame Jordan. Yeah, I'll brag about my friends. So what? Who cares? You want to fight about it? Bring it on. Throw up them dukes. Yeah. But I mean, also, I'm glad to hear that you're asking around, looking around, Jimmy, and not just being like, I said it once. Nothing else is happening. Nah, man, you gotta pursue. I've just been kind of an idiot for my entire life and didn't know a good thing from a bad thing, you know, and life happened, and then Alex said, hey, look, Chrysler stuff, and I know that wasn't a light decision, you know, when he said that, you know, I'm like, wow, I mean, I sat and thought about it for, jeez, you know, like, I don't take these kind of situations lightly, you know. I had a friend of mine call me up today and asked, you know, like, not to be best man. I was a little bummed on that aspect, but at the same time, I know he's got other mates. But I'm going to be in his wedding party, and that means the fucking world to me, you know. One, I've already been cheering for him since, you know, like fucking day one, but one of my best friends up in Duluth and stuff like that, and I'm like, man, I'm going to have some really hard choices coming on if I ever get married, you know, of who's going to be in the wedding party, who's not, that kind of shenanigans, you know, and it's going to be a rough one, like, I had some people already, like, in mind, sort of thing, if, when, where, when, who, and how, but at the same time, if I never get married, I need to have an unbachelor party where it's all the friends I would have invited and been like, you know what, you guys would have been in my party. Let's get wasted and get tattoos. I don't think these plans out very thoroughly. But at the same time, 100% truthful. Okay, if I leave that not gold, it'll look better. Obviously, I'm painting more gold on here because, you know, that's just my MO. Toad Sage, it might be who you think it is, depending on if you know who I'm thinking of. Also, this leather chair that I'm in retains farts like a champ, and I moved and it let loose some of them. I don't know when that was. But god dang, this chair smells like butts. I need to buy a new chair. One that's properly ventilated. Steel toe. It is 100% steel toe. Yeah, Steel Toe's getting married. I already met her. She's an amazing lady. They're both awesome together. I've never seen them happier, and that says something because I've seen them pretty fucking happy. But I'm really glad to see my friends, you know, happy and jazz. So I don't think you realize how good it is for me to see my friends happy, pursuing dreams, accomplishing their goals, winning the race. I would love to be on the pit team for a friend that was building a car, that was either A, emotional support, or just able to help them out in so much shape or form for a vehicle. Even if it's like a small race, I don't fucking care. I'll be the hype man. You know, that one guy from... What is it? A Knight's Tale. Who eventually later on became the Vision, you know, but that's not the point. Because that wasn't the point. I just want to be that hype man, and I totally could too. I mean, I've done some dumb stuff at... Oh, it's on the floor. Fuck yeah. Bonus. Geoffrey Chaucer. Thank you. Yeah. I could not... I never remember that guy's name. Geoffrey Chaucer. Chaucer? Chauncellor? Okay, so I only dropped this piece like 3 times. I've only had to touch up these spots like, I don't know, 4 times? Okay, that's a joint, so I'm not terribly worried about it. It's not going to be... That's the wrong side. It's going to go over here. Alright, it's pretty universal, so I'm not worried about that. That's right, you get in there. You accept this paint. Alright, yeah, I'm painting it before I actually close it off this time, just because it's a little bit easier. Not a bit much, but not, yeah. What do you mean a deleted scene? Are we talking from like WandaVision or something, or what? Also, no worries, I'm not going to spoil a dang thing from any TV show ever, because me, myself, went to school for television production, so I don't like spoilers. I don't like spoiling people. Have people spoil things for me, because that's just a dick move. Hey, Twin Grave, yeah, night, my dude. You keep it real. Thanks for tuning in and shooting the shit with me, man. Means a lot. Hopefully I entertained you. Chancellor Valorum. I wasn't expecting Chancellor Valorum to pop into any of this. Son of a biscuit. Has left me horrendously disfigured. In the New Republic. Anywho. God, just George Lucas does not know how to write prequels. Good idea, but god dang, he does not know how to write a prequel. Or I should say that, sorry. Let me backtrack a hot second. Doesn't know how to write a love story. It's as if a nerd's like, you know what? What's a love story? Kilroy, what up? Dude! I saw the food that you cooked yesterday, and that, well, maybe it was 2 days ago. Time is an illusion, and I am horrendously discontinued from it. Yeah, we're still building the kit bash. I'm on to the ground legs at this point in time, and it doesn't look like I'm doing much. But I'm gold plating all of the joints. I'm just kind of slapping them together at this point in time. Upon looking at the clock, because I want to be done at about, I was going to say 10, but that's so not going to happen. So probably at the latest 11 o'clock tonight. I might have to take a little bit of inspiration. Yeah, no, still doing the kit bash. We're on our official 3rd edition of the Gunpla. We're adding a Jest custom GNHWIA. You know what? The name's not like readily available to me. Hold on. Just a cannon. Excuse me. We're adding the legs. Because a couple days ago, I was talking to a buddy on Discord, and while I was doing that, I was just kind of willy-nilly ADD, painting some other legs that I had lying around. And I'm like, maybe these will. Oh my god, these actually fit. So then I had the crazy idea of, what if I had a setup of these legs would be a space unit, and this set of legs would be a ground unit. Not like a backpack for Gundams, but, you know, legs, because gravity sucks. And then space kits just die horrendously on, you know, like on Earth. I thought way too much about the lore about Gundams and stuff like that, so it just kind of like full sent down in a spiral. So I'm like, all right. I was already planning on doing the Just legs, but I spent 2 hours and I got a set of legs done. I might show them at the end here, or in a hot second here once this gold painting is done. But off of a Gundam that a friend of mine gave me for Christmas, that I kind of just threw away after like completing, and let it sit on the shelf, look all pretty. I did some crazy panel lining to it, and really aggressively scratched it up a little bit. But I was able to reverse almost 90% of it. Let me grab it out here. I'm actually really proud. Okay, so there's torso, that kind of stuff. But I have like some thrustered legs here, and you know, thruster moves, that kind of sort of stuff. But they're scrawny. They're for a space unit. I undid all the panel lining that I did, the scratches, the detailing, and I'm like, oh my god, I might actually be able to make these work, and they fit up, and they're spicy. I wasn't expecting that to work at all, and we're in 100% true kit bash mentality of having those be like lying around parts. Oh shit, you fucking did it. Pardon my French. So I'm not complaining. They look cool. They're kind of Chicken Walker-esque, and I love that kind of vibe, so to speak. All right, so this. All right, what place am I at? Yeah, I'm pretty helter-skeltered all over the place here tonight, and wouldn't change a damn thing about that. All right, so this is gonna go in like that. I don't know if I should paint these. Yeah, they gotta be blue. Thighs have got to be blue because they're white with blue. Maybe I should paint them white. I don't know. Oh, dang. Yeah, no, sorry. That was just like a word vomit of what the plan is, and a lot of accidental happenstance. I painted some of the armaments off of the Just a Cannon to see if I could, like, I was bored. I'm probably not for the stream going to show me building weapons and stuff like that, because that'll probably be for custom day of photo shoots for the unit. Damn it, dropped that piece too. Righto. That, and I really haven't narrowed down what I want to do. I have thought about, well, I blame watching like build fighters, for inspiration. That's the best worst part, I feel like. Just cause this should be white. I don't want it to be white, but it should be white. You know what? It's gonna be white. Also, Toad Sage, I'm gonna guess what? Chicken butts. I feel like I know where this is going. I have a very... Oh, a month from now is the last day of Detour. That's not where I thought you were going to go with that. I don't have a thick white marker. That explains why I'm mostly falling apart here. Whatever. Oh, you are tinted blue. That's so not good. Okay. There we go. Now we've got just... That was a weird discovery. Good job, Jim. Managed to make that look a little bit ugly. Just like me. Yeah, so Detours, end of Detours, a month from right now. I know a couple friends and I are going to do an anti-Detour get-together. Because we had people in college do that, so I think we're going to do that in some much way, shape, or form. So that might involve a slight road trip with the new car. I may or may not have been looking into wraps for the new car that are Gundam anime related. But those are still going to be like $2,000, and I don't have that kind of cash to throw around right now. But holy shit, would that be funny. Show up to a car meet and just have like a full-on Zaku 2 referenced vehicle. Also, this entire chat today has been basically me talking about the car projects. So I apologize for that if you're not a huge fan of the vehicular objects. I guarantee in the future it'll be less than that, because obviously you've seen the previous streams and stuff like that where I don't talk about cars as much. I swear. Maybe. Maybe a little bit. But not this savagely. I've been doing a lot of research on cars, and I'm going down a lot of weird rabbit holes. And I recently bought a very overlooked car, in my opinion. So... definitely, I wouldn't say sleeper status, but someone like myself would 100% underestimate if I lined up against it. It's also really fun to beat challengers off the line. But that's another story. Okay, that one's definitely have to require another paint job. You know what? All of these are going to have to require additional painting. I need to get a marker that is a thick white marker. I didn't want to do it, but I feel like I have to do it now. I feel kind of dirty about that. Ooh, I'll take a hydrate. Cheers. Ah, delicious. Whiskey. I wish it was. Side note, I can no longer drink Black Velvet. I hope you guys are having a good rest of your night and whatnot, or day, depending on if you're looking at the YouTubes for this. Or evenings, mornings? I don't know, you want to look at a build in the morning, but, you know, potato, potato. To each their own. I don't judge. I watch a whole bunch of European people spin discs and stuff like that in the morning when I'm at work, and they're like, I'm hammered, it's go time, good night, everybody. And I'm like, it's like 11 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to lunch. Totally worth it. Oh, man, I don't know. Who doesn't have white thighs on a Gundam? You just kind of need that. So it makes... Well, I suppose this is more of a base unit, so it's a Jest or Cannon, whatever. So it's not a Gundam, so to speak. Whatever. You've got another thick white. Oh, I see what you did there. No, see here. No, son, no, see here. Naughty, Toad Sage. If there's any more naughty, a sailor would be like, damn, those are some knots. Okay, so both of those are gonna need Savage second coats, but I can do that once it's all put together, sort of thing. I really gotta get this, start humming on this tonight because I feel like I've been slacking amazingly. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of slap this one a paint job, and I'll take care of it tomorrow, or whenever I take care of it next. I guess is the best way I should describe it. Paint, take care of it. I'll figure it out. But I know this white needs 2 coats because everything else that I've used this white paintbrush on has required me to go back because it's so streaky because it's not a thick white marker. Not a marker, but a paintbrush like the other things have been. So I'm okay with that. Learning the ins and outs of tools is half the battle. I didn't become a drummer overnight with just like picking up the drumsticks going, oh, I can play drums now. No, it was hours of work behind it, you know. In case you guys missed it, I've been recording with my frontman, Northbound Matt, on his Twitch stream. I host it every now and then, or I actually host it every single time that I'm over there. I think someone just started doing laundry, but I don't remember anyone coming down the stairs. Or maybe this place is haunted. La 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 la. Fuck. That just sounds like Darth Vader's being choked up by a toaster. Whatever gets him going. Alright, anywho, bad jokes. Where am I at? Alright, wipe my hands off of that paint. Yes, I've made a lot of progress in the last hour. Thank you very much. I've got all the joints done. I've got the thighs out. Kind of trying to slap them together a little bit. Yep, here's the thing, like, with all this stuff, Gallo, the painting definitely takes up a lot of my time, and I could go back and paint. I don't want to go back and paint, though. If I have the chance to paint everything better while it's down here on the ground and apart, so I can get, like, that one little thing, you know, yeah, I'm going to do that, because that's just, like, my level of OCD at this point in time. And I want that to happen. I want it to look just a little bit nicer than my previous kits. Every single time I try and build a kit, I try and get a little bit better. It might not look that way. It might not seem that as much. But that's what I want to do. I wish it didn't take as long and stuff, but it does. It takes a doozy of a good time, and you know, could be worse. The French tickling F is going on back there. That grinding noise is out of the blue. And I'm not going to say I'm a fan of it, but I'm definitely not a fan of it. Yeah, I'm trying to speed up my process now as we speak, Gallo. I noticed I was going a little slow. at the same time talking and being distracted with car stuff and or life rants, answering the stream, it's worth it. And I also told myself I'm getting the legs done tonight. So if it goes until 11, I'll go until 11. I have a goal. I want to accomplish it. I'll sleep in on Saturday maybe. And I'm okay with sacrificing a little bit of sleep for it. I haven't been sleeping well the last couple nights anyway. So, what's another night, right? What's the worst that could happen? I become more of an insomniac again. Granted, I do have insomniatic stages. For better, for worse. I honestly don't know what the fuck that noise is. I am so sorry, everybody. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go investigate that noise real quick. Because that's annoying me. I'll be right back. Okay, so I got it to stop. And by that I mean I hit it aggressively with love. So much love. And by that I mean there was no love lost. Yeah, dude, healthier life choices is the way to go. I've been trying to work on that. Healthier life choices, outlooks on life. About my friend's car, so he could accomplish one of his life goals of dealing classic muscle car sort of thing. Which is why I have a car that's actually nice for a change. And reliable and well built. And all these things that I normally don't have. And it's awesome, you know. Healthier life choices helps out. I mean, it's you got to surround yourself with good people that do the good things, and and all that fun jazz. And with Twitch and whatnot, I'm finding some really awesome people to listen to, follow, talk to, comment, that kind of shenanigans. And yeah, there's people that I've met through the band and whatnot, but there's also people that I've all right, I'm at work. Who am I going to listen to? Who are these people going to recommend me to listen to? Follow the vibe. Are these good people? That kind of shenanigans. And I'm meeting some really kick-ass individuals on Twitch. If everyone needs recommendations, let me know. I know some good people on Twitch that fucking slap, either DJ music-wise or band-wise or just build, fill in the blank. It's awesome. I don't know if Kilroy's still in the chat, or if he's lurking, or just out and about doing a thing. Check out Kilroy. Kilroy's here. Dang. It's oh my gosh, it brings me back to the good days of going to a club, having a good fucking DJ, Mm. As a metalhead, I appreciate it and then some, which to me, I mean, should be a selling point. But that's just me being, like, yeah. There's also some acoustic players. I've never been a huge fan of acoustic music and stuff like that, but I've found some acoustic players as of late. Medic, Meddic, I think. I might be spelling that wrong. Uh, Gosrick? Can't remember. Irish or Scottish. Like, oh, fuck, I'm sorry. Acoustic guitar player. Oh my gosh. Golden voice, talent on the acoustic. Very spicy. Not exactly my style of music that I would want to play along and like listen to on the regular, but if I'm at work, yeah. It's kind of like opening up my mind and stuff, because friends of friends recommend to friends of friends recommend to friends of friends, and like the degrees of separation just kind of start getting blurred with all these creative artists on Twitch and stuff, and following people, and oh, dude, it's so much fun. Like, I'm bummed I didn't do Twitch sooner, but life happens. Yeah, all the good people who move to the cities, I would say that's highly debatable. Cities is amazingly overrated. Except for the music scene. I will say that the music is properly rated. But that's just because I was also a Duluth musician, where Duluthians think way too highly of Twin Cities bands, and Twin Cities bands think the average of a Duluthian band, and then if they're not a Duluthian band, they won't play with them because they're less than worthy. So it's a really weird catch-22 for the music scene here in the cities. At the same time, I moved to the cities and then COVID happened, so like my radar might be a lot off right now, which is a huge bummer because I love live shows. As a drummer, I'm dying, I'm starving. I need the crowd interaction. I need to do a drum solo while absolutely hammered in front of people while trying to take my shirt off or something. Because you can't do that on Twitch. You can't show nip naps, which is a bummer, but you know what? I get it. Ugh, rules. Vegeta over there yet. Whatevskis. Life goes on. Alright, so let's start putting things together officially again. I'll have to go back and paint these. I know they look like butts, okay? Let's not even make mention of it. I'm going to go back and paint these. Okay. I love you too. I think this goes in kind of like that. You know what? It's sitting pretty, so I'm not going to ask questions. And yeah, cover them by a blue light. Well, dabba-dee dabba-doo. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to have to repaint this. This looks like absolute trash. Hot fucking trash. But I'll do it. Oh, sexy music. What up? I was lurking on your stream like all day today while I was at work. Let's be real. Let you know that. I lurk a lot when I'm on your channel because you had some just like the non-copyrighted sounds that were happening today, and I'm just like in the background, like, yeah, you had that dope ass graphic over there too. Just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Yeah. Shout out my friends when I can, Or sorry, Twitch acquaintances at the very least. At the very least, sort of thing. Yeah. Still doing some Gundam build shenanigans. Ooh, that was a close one. Almost effed myself over there. In a bad way. Let's get that in there. Alright, right as rain. Good to go. Golden. Alright, I'll paint that later. Alright, so we got the thighs done now. We got the feet and the thighs. I think we're going to move on to the calves. As a drummer, my personal favorites. But that's just me being myself. Oh, I need another PC1? What? What? No, let's do this part. This one already got that. Okay, so I need another PC one. Wow, they are just a shameless plugger for these PC ones. Why would you do this, like, Grandma? Grandma? Grandma! Oh, that one fell on the floor. You know what? We'll worry about that later. I say as I now have completely doomed this build to, I'll look on the floor later. I'll probably vacuum like tomorrow for the first time ever down here. If you haven't noticed, I'm in the basement of the place I live in. I'm actually working at a bar. Like, behind me is, whatever skis. But in front of me, where the computer is sitting and stuff like that, is a full-fledged fucking L-shaped bar. And we used to host house shows right over there. Because I used to play here a lot of the time. A lot of punk rock shows. Oh, it got weird. It got awesome. I had my 30th birthday party here before COVID hit. And I mean, we had like 6 games of Smash going. We had a walking taco bar. For the record, I know how to throw a fucking party. Yeah. You could probably bump the music on us a little bit more, just a little bit more. I mean, honestly, if you look at like the mixer, I'm not quite sure which system you're using for pumping out the tunes and stuff. But if you like get it like peaking in the yellow, almost reds, that's perfect. I have a friend of mine. He is a soft speaker, and he needs to crank up his outputs by a lot. So, I keep telling him, pump it into the yellow, at least a little bit. I'm peaking at like mid-yellow, almost red. I mean, all I did was turn on my computer music, or my computer's audio, and it was right as rain, and I had a pretty solid fucking time. Alright, what piece did I drop again? Oh, that's what was going to happen. Yeah. But no, it was what I needed when I was at work, sort of thing. So, like, good on ya. I don't know if you know Kilroy's here. I don't know if Kilroy is here. But, like, if I find some music people that are doing some music stuff on Twitch, that's basically my day. I will sit there and just lurk and listen to tunes, and I love it. Makes life better, makes everyone's life better. I get work done. If people talk and be like, you know what, here's a thing or whatever, or if it's just like SoundCloud stuff, where it's just here's one thing, here's another thing, and they don't like let up. Oh man, it's totally immersive. Honestly, I wish I had like the records to prove that I get more productivity done when I'm listening to people. And then Twitch chat always like satiates my ADHD. So I'll write a comment here or there and then try and like get done a thing of work, and then I'll let myself, after I get this thing done, I'll be able to write a message, or if I do this, then I'll write a message or post up on someone's Twitch or something, So it's like inspiration for me to get shit done. It's like texting, except minus the phone and the 5G interface. I mean, tinfoil hat conspiracy. Come on, just get there, bud. I don't want any lines on you. You're a thigh. Sexy, thunderous thigh. I mean, what? Who said that? That wasn't me. I probably should just move on to fucking brushes at this point in time instead of these markers. But you know what? I'm married to it. I'm finishing the project with it. I will take the L on their lack of consistency and their ability to scrape through the previous levels. Or maybe I just didn't let it set hard enough or long enough, or you know what? No idea. This is the first time I've done a lot of painting on a Gundam kit. I normally would just build them, panel line them aggressively, scratch them up, send it. Yeah, I'll do this off camera, so you guys don't have to worry about me going through and just OCD the F and things. Yeah, no, I see a lot of the games. You might have to adjust your bit rate for the games, maybe, because every now and then it blurs, but it could just be the overseas aspect between you and I, because that happens all the time to other streamers that I follow. Where they're like, yep, it just like starts pixelating a little bit. But at the same time, I feel like that's just what it is. Technology not keeping up, sort of thing. I had to modify mine when I started streaming video games, and people called me out like, "Oh, dude, you're just glitching and pixelating and stuff like that." And it was my bit rate. I was at 6,000, which was the standard, and then I changed it to like 45, and I changed up something else too. I have no idea, but it also doesn't happen all the time with you, so I don't know. I try and learn from people, and if I have anything to say, I might try and say it if I can, but... Ooh, that's a good bubbly water. I like your games. You're pretty friggin' I don't know which war game it is, but it's... Yeah, you're definitely above average. It's really fun to watch. Honestly, like, half the time... I don't know how your back's not broken from just carrying your team. Let's be realistic here. Alright, so those parts are done. There's one on the floor still. I need an A10 and an A6. Excuse me, that was a burp. That was rude. Okay, so here's an A. Consider these pieces are mirrored of each other, like right here and now in the frames. Yeah. Your bitrate's only like 1700? No way. That's crazy. Yeah, it's definitely gotta be the overseas then aspect, because... Yeah. I don't know. No, but you do friggin' work in games. It's pretty fun to lurk and stuff like that on. The flight simulation ones were almost too relaxing. When you play the COD style ones, definitely spicy. Definitely spicy. Alright, so these legs that I'm cutting out here, I noticed that the dark gray, and I just changed the thighs to white. So these are probably have to go blue/green. I don't know if I want to, though. That's the downside. Alright, this is A. That's both sides of that. I need a B21 and a B2. Oh, I need the A22s. There they are. Okay, cool. These will become gold. There's no question in my mind. These will be gold. But, yeah. If you guys haven't checked out Sexy Music's stream by any chance, you probably should for some good old-fashioned GNHWIA. Definitely entertaining. I mean, I have a good time. Let's be, like, yeah. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Zombies is always like just fun in general. Let's be realistic. But like online, you just get there, and it's not gentle. It's quite aggressive. It's fun to watch. So I know people that are aggressive players. I know people that are very passive players. Where they're like, yeah, maybe I will, maybe I won't. Who knows, you know, kind of sort of thing. And be kind of a little bit wishy-washy, or a support player. Nah. Music, you're very much on the front line, very aggro, but tactically so. It's cool. That's my analysis. Yeah. If I was ever an e-game sports commentator, I would have way too much fun, and yeah. That'd be a pipe dream. I went to school for television production, so I mean, it's not outside of the realm of possibilities, to be realistic. But at the same time, I don't know shit about some of the games. But at the same time, I really enjoy the color commentators, so not the main commentator, but the guy next to him, that usually loses his shit and does the thing. Hats off to you, let's be real. Like, the people you find when you start doing the Twitch stuff, Um, it's just good shit. There's a community here, you know, and I heavily believe in that kind of aspect of you get in what you put you get out of Twitch what you put into it. And I try and find entertaining people, people to follow, musicians. Like it was really cool to see like a lot of really big name drummers and musicians. Be like, yeah, we're doing the thing over here, and then they get like, I'm playing this metalcore, like, and then they get off camera like, all right, so and they have like zero charisma, and it boggles my mind. Like Gene Hoglan off of Strappy Young Lad, he did the drums for Death Clock, that kind of stuff, and he's just a super chill. All right, I know this guy, I know this guy, I know this, I know this. I'm just gonna play the song, and then he'll go into it, but he's not like high charisma, not like a pissed off motherhead. Like, it's pretty cool to see. Honestly, I don't know how metal exists because there's no one that just kind of lives, breathes, eats, shits metal nowadays. Hot take. I know I might be wrong, but I've seen like Miss May I, Plead for Purge, take any Christian metal band, any metal band in general, really, like, oh yeah, we'll punch the next guy. I'm at Disneyland. Your Instagram does not mesh solidly with your breakdown, sir. That's my hot, weird take on fellow metalheads here. I mean, take it or leave it, you know, but that's just what I got. That's what I got in the tank, you know, right, meow. So, is what it is. Also, I'll probably end up streaming sometime tomorrow night. A friend of mine convinced me to buy my one video game for the month, Daemon X Machina, because it was on sale somewhere, and he's like, dude, I found it for X amount of dollars, which is way cheaper than it's been for 2 years. And I'm like, okay. It's basically Armored Core, but for the Nintendo Switch. For those of you that don't know what it is. And obviously, I like robots. I like mechs. I like smashing things together, giving them weird paint designs, and then seeing what they would do against each other. This gives me the chance to paint something pretty, do a weird loadout with armaments that aren't limited to what I have on hand or in box, and kind of just send it and see what happens. And, I mean, I used to play Armored Core aggressively before. I really wish Twitch was around back in the day because I would have stayed with so many random obscure games. Robot Wars. I don't think I've played Robot Wars. I've probably seen a video or 5 of... honestly, anything mech-based, I have definitely seen copious amounts of videos of, but it needs to be like good or realistic, high action or realism. Like one of the two has to happen. And I really enjoy animes and series that emphasize the creativity behind why this mobile suit or this Gundam or this gigantic effing robot is even able to move / horrendously teabag the opponent. And it's really funny when that does happen, like technology advances to such a point where you can teabag your opponent. Oh, okay, you know, like bonus. That's, you have my attention. At first you had my curiosity of how well can you build a robot, but now that you're teabagging your opponent, you got me. Well, congratulations, you have a diehard fan. But that's just me. Also, I may or may not have accidentally watched all of the new series of Pacific Rim on Netflix in one sitting. Just because it's only 7 episodes. Thanks, Castlevania, for lowering the bar on that and raising the bar at the same time. Yeah. How do I have... I'm so confused. Yes? Yeah, okay. I'm less confused, but still perplexed. Change tools. Oh my gosh, Songwood. What? Out of the blue? Okay, Metabots. Oh, dude, I loved Metabots. I would really like to see that anime series as an adult. Because that shit was awesome. Oh, this might be a bad idea. Thanks for the change tools! Now I have to work with a scalpel and not a pair of nippers? This is a bad day. Bad day indeed. Someone found the channel reward points button and said, you know what's funny? Screw with this guy a little bit. I should probably add the hashtag of backseat driving is okay on this channel, but I like a challenge. And I'm in a spot where I can afford to switch the tools X amount of times before I'm actually savagely worried. So that's kind of the fun aspect of this, of what... Oops. It's fine. That's... Alright, see, now the best part is I can change tools back to the original tool. That's right. That's what happens when you write the rules. The rules. I was going to say sub thingies. I don't know where I'm going with that. Sub-laws? Yeah. See, a double change tools is just a rectifier, so... Random... Oh, impersonation. Alright. Who, what, when, or where am I doing impersonation of? Because usually my go-to is like Sean Connery. Let's be realistic. No fair. Why do you think I... Oh, I was really tempted to go into Bane, but you didn't pick it out what it was yet, so... What you got, Toad Sage? If I know of the impersonationable thing that is. Because, you know... Always down for a cluster bomb. Who am I impersonating, Toad Sage? You can't just let me hit with like a Bane. Oh, hey, Silver. Oh, no one cared about me before I put on the... Oh, no. No one cared about me before I put on the mask. But everyone gets crazy when I don't put on the mask. I will let this place burn. Oh my god. Silvers did the impersonation. Wow. I did not catch that. It was on yours, I thought. Songwood. Oh, golly, you're just pissing off everyone now. Jeez. I mean, you're not, but, you know. Well played, Silvers. Well played. It's really hard to do an impersonation, like, without the cup. But at the same time, like, no one cared about me before I put on the mask. Got a little too relevant in 2020. I'm like, this meme aged perfectly. Loving every second of it. Okay, you know what? Before I start snipping on those aggressively, I should probably start putting these things together, figure out what my paint scheme is, and just start do that. I don't think Bane can sing. He can't hit those high octaves that no one wants to hear him sing. Alright, so... hold on a second. I have to, like, look at aggressively... where I'm putting things. Okay, that looks like it's going to go there. Yep. Okay, that's the bottom of the foot. Perfect. Nailed it. Nailed it. This thing is going to go like this. I think so. Oh, okay. Yep, that's enough to get painted gold. I thought it wasn't going to have to be, but, you know, lo and effing behold. Wait, like, was that Bane? Can Bane sing? Was that like a setup for a different joke? I mean, if he can hold Gotham hostage, I'm pretty sure he could hold the notes. Alright, you know what? I tried. Where's the cap? Asks Wall Street. Alright, the cap must have gone somewhere because it's got to be within reach. Oh, it's straight up and down. Yeah, there we go. Bane probably could sing. Let's be real. It's motherfucking Bane. I'm still waiting for that movie to like get on Netflix or something. I'm gonna watch it like 3 or 4 times. Cause that movie just rounds out the series so well. Okay, so with the armaments that I have set aside, that's right, because I accidentally did some armaments, we're farther along than we thought we were. And that's fine by me. Alright. Honestly, these legs should almost be white, but we'll figure it out. That was a little test fitting there of the color scheme that I'm going with here. That bottom part's going to be blue. Okay. So, while I'm painting this real quick, oops, almost dropped it. I mean, no one wants to have that happen. Ah, yes. Blue. It's always like the best color. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't realize that blue was my favorite color until like 2 years ago. A bit slow to the game, you know, but sometimes it takes a little while to realize what your favorite colors are. And I'm alright, I must confess. Oh, mood ring, da 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 da. Sorry, went into Reliant K. You won't have to hear that for very much longer. Color this blue, more some blue. You know what it's blue, because everything's blue. Green is not a creative color. There will be some green on this leg here. I am thinking about the future builds of this Gunpla as well. So as much as I would like to throw green on here aggressively because of kit accent colors, I'm kind of shying away from it because green won't fit the Canon Jesta after this kit is done being built. But I think that's because that's the subcategory of things I need to effing worry about. There's going to be some green. You have your bitrate at 4700. Okay. It's not bad still. Yeah, I feel like it might just be output settings. Someone had to slap me around with my output settings, and then they eventually, because I couldn't figure it out. I'm not the smartest son of a gun when it comes to, I was going to say vehicles. Oh, so you changed it now. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to check out your stream next when I'm online and checking it. Wait a second, is there another white marker in here? Is this actually a big... Nope, okay, it's a smaller marker. Okay. Oh my god, is this a big marker? Mother French tickling... We're going to have to experiment with that later, I feel like, all of a sudden, for some weird reason. Yeah, no, bitrate for me was finicky. But then, yeah, like I said, I always think it's the overseas aspect of myself for some people. That shit just happens. Not by design, not desirable, you know, just stuff happens. Twitch is only so good. That's right, I'm scraping away this stuff with a scalpel. So what, who cares? Want to fight about it? Please don't. I have a very weak nose. It takes like a punch. Funny accents. Potato. There we go, there then. I switched it right back into Norwegian. Norwegian, steady on. You know what? I'm gonna go with Russian. Steady and unyielding, comrade. I built Gunpla like a bear. It will be steady, unyielding, and the apex predator. No. That was a little bit German, sorry. No one. John Wick. Signs contract with Amazon. Those corporate sellouts in America. Where democracy is bought. Oh, I will definitely take a hydrate. In Russia, we win the Russian way. Steady and unyielding. That's just like my go-to. I don't know why. Bubbly water. Sorry, you didn't pay for the full Minnesotan accent there, so I can't go full Minnesotan. Don't you know that, there, Danny? Tempting. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, well, I'll probably have to fix up that little part later. Worth it. There's a lot of parts I'm just going to go back with a paint marker off camera and just touch up. And hopefully not F up. I think someone might have slipped a little bit of vodka in that drink. Okay, so that's doing the thing. You know what? Hey, look, this side needs a little bit of paint love, so I'm going to do the exact same thing because I would like to have this symmetrical. Yeah, I really didn't dictate how long I had to go through the accents. I probably should have dictated it for a little bit longer. But I mean, like certain ones, like Sean Connery is super easy to do. In my mind. And it's usually a little bit too fun. I haven't actually been challenged for a number of those things. Oh, shit! Thank you for the subscription! Oh, yeah. Sevilla? Sevilla. Sevilla? Either way, it's a baller-ass handle. Moniker, if you will. Yeah, I try to entertain. That's the best I can do. Yeah. It does not help that I watched Beer Fest a little while ago, and I always have enjoyed doing weird accents. I try not to be offensive with them. But I mean, it's one of those things where when I was learning how to be a comedian and whatnot, it's Brandon from college. Okay. Dude, you got your 101st follower today? Fuck yeah, bud. That's awesome. Shitfield? Because that might... Wait, there's like 3 Brandons I might know that would be on the Twitch machines. I just had to figure out which Brandon this is. Because if it's the Brandon I think it is, I'm going to lose my mind. Or if it's another Brandon I think it's... Oh, no shit! Dude! Okay, yep, I said I was going to lose my mind. Okay, dude! How you been? Like, it's been frick-frackin' years. Oh my gosh. Blast from the past. This is why I love Twitch. This is legit. So I'm just mind boggled right now. Blast from the past happens. Life is great. Life is great. Thank goodness for Twitch. Just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Yeah. This is the kind of moments I live for. I hope you're doing well. To be honest. I would say, like, where you at in life, like, what's going on. I mean, feel free to hit me up on the Book of Faces or in the Discord. I mean, if you don't want to, like, throw your life story inside of a chat and stuff, which would be totes understandable. But, I mean, I love catching up with friends that I haven't heard from for ages and a half. I haven't heard from you for, geez. Yeah. Dude, I am so glad you did. Thank you. Dude, I mean, life doesn't get much better than this. Let's be realistic, you know? I don't know what I'm going to do for this panel lining. Sorry. My brain's like, you know what, you should just keep talking, because that's what you're good at. Yeah, well, I'm glad you're able to stop in tonight and at the very least say hey and whatnot. Thank you for the subscription, follow, that kind of shenanigans. And, like, I mean, I put a little bit of faith in the Twitch machines to get to reconnect to people and stuff like that, and hang out with people that I don't get to normally see as much as I would like to, and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, Twitch is doing some good moves in my life. I'm getting a good vibe off this. I've had a couple deja vus already, so, I mean, obviously something's working. Okay, I'm wait for that to dry. Probably need a new razor blade in that. I almost cut myself, but totally worth it. All right. All right, so that foot's put together. This one's not. I'm guessing I just reversed the process. If I had to wager a guess, and usually I'm pretty good at that. Tonight, I'm not streaming at 1080. I think I'm doing 720. My bitrate's 4500. I think. Off the top of my head. I'd have to check that. But that's what someone said I should be doing. And so far it's been pretty solid. I'm also using Streamlabs OBS instead of what I normally would use. Because normally I would just be using OBS, Zeus whistles sort of stuff. But I can look at that. I'll look at that stuff for you later. Just because, you know, it's always good to know and stuff like that. But I'm also playing less intensive stuff. Oops. Alright, so that's going to go... I'm extrapolating off of... I'm not even flipping the page. Oh, yeah. Dude, thank you for the dirty bits. Dirty bits. Anime and Hitman, that sounds like a fantastic evening. If I do say so myself. Alright, let's flip the other way around. Yeah, so that goes backwards. Yes. Okay. That goes there. Yes. Maybe. Oh, shit. Balls. I mean, tweedly-dee. Tweedly-dee. I'm gonna need super glue. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I don't normally play. I play League of Legends like once in a blue moon. That's when my friend Kyle, he hits me up and he's like, "Dude, you want to play League of Legends?" I'm like, "I mean, I guess. Can I stream it?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "That's the only time I actually play League of Legends. Beyond that, I don't play League of Legends outside of stream. As of like the last 3-4 months, anytime I play a video game, it's been on stream. And if you haven't noticed, a lot of the times I haven't been playing a lot of video games. I don't have time for that, you know, car mods and stuff like that, and yeah. Moving global badges, I don't know. Yeah, sexy music. I have no idea how to get those kind of badges and whatnot. It's got to be like a donation thing or something for something. I don't know. I think that was just because that was a bit donation sort of thing. That might have been, that's why that's animated. I'm not 100% sure. There's a lot of Twitch. There's a lot of things about Twitch that I don't know a dang thing about. I'm not the brightest bulb on the Hanukkah tree here. Let's be realistic. Oh boy, how does this go on? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. If I flip this around, does it make sense? Survey says. Oh my gosh, it actually does. Oh boy. That's going to require some paint work. Oh jeez, Rick. Is that the end of that too? Oh jeez, that's going to be a lot of paint. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, well, let's get started. Like, technically, I could literally just throw these legs together and they're done right now. So what system do you normally game on? Console, PC? I'm a Switch gamer myself, so my argument is 100% invalid. You gotta realize that. I love my Smash Brothers, my just bad Switch games .deck. Nope, we're not going green. We're not adding green to this leg part. That's only going to be arms and armaments, I feel like. Xbox and mobile. Okay, so what's your preferred genres that you really like to hone in on, and a bit more on the Xbox? Okay. I would say some sort of stuff that would be like Xbox exclusive, or indie games are pretty fun because that way you can poke fun at this, that, wiffle bats, and get some of those indie guys some love. Don't get me wrong, I love watching like Watch Dogs, Call of Duty, and stuff like that as much as the next guy, because you know, different strategies, different strokes for different folks. It's stupid entertaining to see. I would say something fun, something that's niche worthy, I guess. The untapped market. Beat Saber's overdone. It gives me a little bit of anxiety when people mess up, and I'm shit at it, so I have no room to talk. But watching other people fail just as much as I do, yeah. I would say find a game that you don't have to do the main storyline for and just fuck around. Try and break a game. That's always been my favorite thing of, alright, you know what's funny? I got bored, so I popped in this game, and I did a thing, and full send. That's, I don't know, my usual go-to mentality, for better or for worse. But yeah, wish I could pay more attention to, like, say, a racing game. But I don't have the ability to while I'm at work. A lot of these games I would like to see, but I can't see because work is a thing. And that bums me out. Whenever I'm at home, I'm either recording music, playing music with the band, or trying to do a stream as well at the same time. I'm kind of bored of Minecraft. Anything that's like Stardew Valley-esque bores me. Work placement, replacement kind of sort of games. Like, they're fun, but I don't want to watch these games. So something flashy. Comedy is a good thing. Saints Row. I don't know if that's Xbox exclusive or something, but no, I haven't seen a good Saints Row playthrough for a while. I think that'd be funny as shit, but that's just me because that series is hilarious. And deserves a titch more love, in my opinion. Underrated as all get out. I mean, it's basically, yeah. Rainbow Six, yep. Train Sim, multi-track drifting. Oh dang, okay, that's actually a pretty good selection there, if you ask me. What the French did I just paint on this other side? Why do these look different? Wait, why do these look different? Did I grab the wrong piece? Does only one have a kneecap? What? Hold on. Wait a minute. Put a lot of love in it. No, they're... I'm confused again all of a sudden here. And probably not in a good way, oddly enough. Did I seriously grab, like... This piece looks exactly the same. What the French? Okay. Let me open this up and do a little bit more of, research? Well, there's definitely a GM build that could probably be built out of this that doesn't have the advanced knees. So, that having been said, no. I definitely need to grab a different knee thing. Like, they must have just printed this thing off out of... What? Alright, goodbye instruction manual. You have lied to me for the last time. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna paint this one first. I don't even know this is gonna be seen at this point in time, but you know what? I'm a man of my word. Stone Cold Steve Austin. So I'm just gonna do this real quick, you know, kind of slap the paint on there, not... Actually, this is coming out pretty good, so I'm not slapping. I'm just a little confident in my paint stroke. I think. Or maybe I'm an idiot. Doo-da, doo-da. See, also... That actually wouldn't be a terrible choice for a game either. I'm a huge robot fan, so I would say Armored Core, but those games just don't exist for where, when, who, and how I want to look at them. But that's also not a lot of gamers' cup of tea, like, at all. I don't see Smash Brothers players playing aggressive Armored Core, not Assassin's Creed, which is both good and bad, I guess, but whatever, skis. Fuck, I fucked up a piece. Pardon my French. Pardon my French. I didn't fuck it. I just didn't grab the right one somehow. Back to the legs, back to the drawing board. Dinsdale. I'm really close to having these legs done too, I swear. Alright, just sit over there, look pretty. Hawks. Oh, man. I haven't heard that name for a long time. Pardon my French. Yeah. Hawks would be awesome. Oh, man, I missed that game. I'm not going to say I was good at that game, but I was hot trash. Yeah, I won't lie. I was hot trash at that game. Believe it or not. Ripley's, believe it or not. Yeah. Not for lack of trying, mind you. There was another, there's a really obscure Xbox game that was called like Jaeger or something. Some indie game way back in the day. It might have been for like the original Xbox or something. The gameplay was confusing. The mechs were amazing. It was kind of Robotech-esque, where they had the mechs kind of transform between jet mode and guardian mode. The game slapped. Just was like never got its time to shine sort of thing. The air fighting combats. Titanfall was a great game. I never got into the second one. Because by the time I got into it, everyone had like, we've leveled up our guns a bajillion times, and we can just one-shot you from across the map by sneezing. I'm like, yes, you can. And yeah, Titanfall was super fun. A lot of Apex, well, I'm pretty sure all of Apex Legends was the wall movements based off of Titanfall. That game was fun. I did have a blast playing that, let's be realistic. Oh, I'd play the shit out of that game for the first time again. I remember like the first weekend it came out and I was in college, and I don't know. No, I wasn't in college when the first game came out, I don't think. Oh man, Titanfall was so much fun. I remember dedicating like a couple weeks to that game. I don't remember where I was at in life, but definitely post-college, I think. Lots of drinking happened. That's what I'm going to take away from Titanfall, was a lot of good drinking happened. Which, you know, is for the most part mostly behind me. Battlefront. Oh, I do love me some Battlefront. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Let's fucking go. Oh my gosh, that game is perfect. Granted, I'm not talking about the new one, you know, that was remastered and that kind of stuff, because EA just kind of shit the bed on it. But god dang. Star Wars Battlefront 2. I was a monster at that game. I loved every second of that game. And the question is, I saw myself short of asking, like, do I put gold in this booster? Because, duh. No, let's paint the rest of it red. That's not a problem. Alright, that's one booster done. Perfect. Next one. Oh yeah, dude. Honestly, anything that you really put on, you make entertaining. You got a good variety. You got the game speak. You got I don't know, just a really good vibe going down while playing. Even when lurking, sort of thing. Like it's just kind of like, all right, we had some good tunes. Got some going on, and then I'll throw in another stream of some sort. Yeah, just it's entertaining to watch. It's not abrasive. It's not like Snoop Dogg when he rage quits, like Madden, fill in the blank for whatever, and then just let his controller sit for like his stream sit for 8 hours. He rage quits after like the first 15 minutes. And then just walks off camera and forgets to turn off the stream. And I'm like, oh, it's so glorious, you know, but like, it was a true rage quit. And I'm like, that's, you know, snippity-dippity, y'all. That's gamer. I'm not lie. That's like kind of respect. Like, you know, I don't even care. Don't even care to turn the thing down, turn the thing off. So good. So good. Yeah, but I mean, like, play what you want to play. Don't force anything. Just kind of do what you want to do. Originally, I was going to do more gaming on this stream, but it turned into Gunpla building because I'm having fun doing this, and some people actually kind of asked me to build Gunplas, so I'm not going to say no to that because I really enjoy building Gunplas, but... Alright, is this thing even active? That's the next question. Oh, I should probably put the cap back on. I have no idea. I don't want to splat everywhere. Yeah, play what you think is fun. I had a guy that was talking about, like, read the room. So, like, if you see that X amount of people are playing this game, if you're going for viewership and stuff, don't play this game. Have a backup game or, like, 3 games going into your stream of, like, here's what I want to play today. Here's what people online are playing aggressively. So I'm just going to go to the next game. I'm going to go to the next game. What's going to have they'll give me the most hits. And for me, like, it's the personality draws in. It's not about the game, which you guys just lost. For me, it's about the content. Like, I mean, half the time I'm either drumming or doing something stupid. I'm going to classify this as something stupid. Eventually, sometime this summer, I'll be going, putting a camera in my car, and I'll stream me going through Power Cruise. I mean, I won't be able to touch my phone the entire time or respond to messages. Maybe my co-pilot will be able to do that or something, but that's what I'm going to do. And I don't care who's watching or how many people are watching. I'm just doing it for the content, to be like, hey, if you like to see a car go 165 miles per hour down the straightaway, and then let's talk Gundams. Yeah, let's fucking do that. You know, like that's me. I'm just gonna keep living my life. If people don't like what they see, cool, don't subscribe. That's, you know, solve that problem pretty quickly. If you like what you see, send it, you know, share the love, that kind of stuff. That's been my mentality. So you could fake it if you want to fake it, but it's all about you, what you want to do. Don't sell yourself out. As a drummer, there's always that question that comes up, and, you know, people like, hey, if you were offered $1 million but you had to sound like Nickelback, would you fucking do it? It all depends on, like, where I'm at in life and what I'm doing, but at the same time, no, I want to make sure that I'm known for my music, my style, my je ne sais quoi. I'm going to do what I'm going to want to do, and people follow me or like me for what I'm doing. And if they don't, cool. If they do, cool. But I mean, it, you know, is what it is. That's my random take on stuff that I'm doing for stream and twitching and stuff. I guess, you know. That's why I have what I have on YouTube. It's not going to go anywhere, but I mean, if it does, cool. That means someone watched it and like, oh, dude, I got to watch more of this guy dress up as Waldo and go to a car convention and, you know, jump into people's random cars. That's what I did last year, you know. Granted, masked up and like had to be safe about it because of COVID and stuff, but that's the kind of man that I am. Send it. Do what makes you happy. People will follow. That's not important. I already have fun. Like, that's the thing. Like, I've tuned into your into sexy music stream when you know, it was just random shenanigans and left and right. Yeah, either way, it's still a good time. Sometimes it might not be my particular cup of tea. Other times it is. Alright, that looks a little bit better. Yeah, see, now that I found this thick white marker, this is a fucking game changer. In a really bad, good way. Oh, baby. Yeah, this marker is, this paintbrush is making just work of this thing, you know? Sorry, I was quiet there for a couple of seconds. It was just, you know, a lot of, what do I believe? Where do I put my stock? Yeah. No. I like following people for what they got, who they are, and doing what they can with what they got. Oh, that's the coolest shit in the world. So much talent in this world, it's insane. It's mind-boggling. Oh, that sucked. Oops. I'm not as good as half the people that I know of, so... But I want to be. So I now have a drive for the first time in my life sort of thing to get better at stuff. Mostly Gunpla. Honestly, I keep seeing a lot of Gunplas and I'm like, alright. I feel like I could do some of this shit. At the same time, I've got a car to contend with and make pretty. So what we want to narrow your focuses into. Don't be like me and spread yourself too thin. I don't recommend it. It's not a good time. If you do that, if you be like me, and you spread yourself way too thin, Jack of all trades is good. That means you're a master of none. But at the same time, if you want to be able to master something, you know, be like that go-to guy that everyone calls on, go for it. But if you don't want to be that guy that everyone calls on, don't master something. Take that from me. Like, I know drummers that are just like, oh, I'm, you know, whatever it is. And then people only call them up just for drumming stuff. But I know that they're a fantastic chef. But like, I don't want to be known for this. I want to be known for being a chef. Shut up, you. Get back in the drummer circle. Okay. Alright, that's still not going anywhere. Fuck. Oh yeah, I gotta find that other piece that I messed up. That's the piece I wanted. I think. Oh my gosh, I don't think that's even to be seen. Damn it, it was 21. Okay. So anyway, I got my rants out of the way there for a couple minutes or two. Hopefully I ego boosted people and lit a fire under their asses to do stuff and keep being awesome. Maybe. Hopefully. That's all I want to do in life is see my friends succeed. I want them to succeed, not to lead. I don't know why I went with, that random Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation from The Simpsons, but you know what? I did it. Alright. E1 and D something or other. Come on. D and E. There we go. Alright. These are going to get painted green. No questions in my mind. I don't want the green anywhere on any of these kits, but surprise. Alright, so I need the shins. Whew! I thought that was going to go down my pants. Giggity. Oof, that's not going to age well. Okay, so I clipped out some more parts here that I didn't realize I needed, and all that work that I just did for painting might just be completely abolished. So, fuck. Also, I imagine that my American accent is, / Minnesotan accent there is quite annoying and troublesome / meh. At this point in time, I feel like I should just be more dedicated and married to it, but whatevskis. Alright, which fucking way are you going, bud? Yeah, and of course, Okay, I'm guessing these will give me some indication of which side these should be on. And of course, they don't. Yeah, all that blue that I just painted on there is being instantly covered up. That's awesome. Alright, so let's say I put this all together. Between death and doom. Okay. Nope, that's the wrong piece. I don't know which side is which. Let's be realistic here. Or does it go on like this? I don't know. Yeah, so it does go on like that. That doesn't make sense to me. Who? Oh, that's upside down. Oh my gosh. Should I build the wrong side of the wrong leg? No, I didn't. There we go. That fits like a glove. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Actually, we're getting pretty close to the end of wow, I can't believe I'm actually saying that. The tonight's build. Like, let's go. There was a couple jumps in there. Which is totally okay by my standards. Of, look at this. None of this is going to come together. None of this is going to come together. None of this is coming together. Oh my gosh, we're almost done. Like, that's kind of what I'm feeling here. Oh, that looks so cool. So mean. Alright, where's my red marker? I keep misplacing these things. Like, I really need to have a better organizational skill. Next time when I level up, I'll dump my organizational skills way more aggressively this time around. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I must have been some sort of like rage quit or rage throw that red marker. I'll worry about that later. I'm at a loss. Oh, jeez. It's underneath this frame. Okay. Listen up here. You. Sneaky. That wasn't very nice. I don't think that was very nice, at least. Yeah, a lot of this build, instead of, like, actual building it and stuff, is just derivative of painting. Like, this is soaking up all of my painted GNHWIA. Like, a lot of my time is not what I thought it was going to be. There we go. Probably touch it up a little bit of the gold later, but that'll be on the final builds of all this. Oh, sweet beans. Thank you for the host. I really wish I had, like, one of these days I'll get some music going on in the backgrounds, but not when I'm recording this for the YouTube. Just because you guys definitely deserve some music, a little bit of a delve into what I listen to, that kind of stuff. Especially the music that I listen to while building. I don't know if you guys know of Kilroy, that's on the Twitch. Just kick-ass DJ. Spins those discs in a dirty way and makes my days at work slap. Alright, this goes up here? No, all the way around. That was my B. There's probably going to be a lot of painting that I'm wanting to do to all of this. So I'm just going to loosely put everything together, kind of. Just so I get the general feel, vibe, and layout of where I'm at. So I don't want to mesh too many colors and stuff like that. Ugh. A lot of these nips are hidden by the kit, though, which is super nice. So my OCD is not having to be, like, blasted on this. Well, that one's definitely not hidden. But will most likely get painted. I say as I'm slightly rushing because it's almost 11 o'clock where I'm living. And I do value a decent chunk of sleep. But at the same time, do it for the stream. Do it for the stream. / YouTube video, because I really want to crank this out. That sounded bad. It's gonna look dope. Even when it goes back to the Just Cannon, a green accent piece for the knees, it will be a little bit distracting, I feel like. Which is all I want. It's all I want. And $1 million. I don't know where I'm going with that. Remember when I said I'm a drummer and not the frontman of a band? I think you just found out why. Because I don't have that much charisma, just all of it. And now we'll get why Phil Collins did his own thing. Oh yeah, look at that green. I'm going to bring this kit together, I feel like. But I feel like a couple parts are going to still get painted white on the legs here. For better or for worse, I'm not 100% sure. I think that's just going to get lined. I really don't know what else to throw into this color scheme. Maybe I should revisit this tomorrow. I'm not going to say I'm tired, but staying awake's not doing me any favors. Nope, that's backwards. Yeah, that's probably my cue to like, you know what, you should probably go to sleep there, bud. And all these things. Oh, okay. I'm actually just going to piece these things together and then probably call it a night. Because Yeah, I'm gonna new attack plan. Okay, this one's actually not bad, but just to make sure that I have this, you know, as put together as I want it to be, and more painted. Basically, the next time I do this, it's going to be aggressive painting .deck again. Come on, Booster, get out of there. Thank you. I didn't want to break you. Didn't break you. Good. Okay. That was a little bit more nerve-wracking than I would like to admit. Alright, does this fit? You looking pretty? Okay, you're looking pretty. Okay, the white definitely zings there a little bit. Which is good. Alright, let's get that foot connected. Oh, there we go. Alright, so we have the very core minus the finishing paints on the legs here. And I didn't realize they were closer to being completed than they were, because it just kind of didn't feel that way, like, at all. I don't know what this piece is still. That having been said, I'm gonna paint this part. Just so I matches the other side, because that side was still done for some weird reason. I'm not complaining. But, yeah. So, no, it's one of those things where I don't know. I'm getting close to, like, my mental capacity for this evening. I really wanted to try and see if I can't get these legs done and then play Daemon X Machina tonight, but I knew that was going to be a pipe dream going into all of this. So I'll save that for, you know, tomorrow, Saturday or something. I haven't done much Twitch gaming. Wow, that's a tongue tire at this particular hour of the evening. Jim, it's only 11 o'clock. You're only 31. You could stay up later and do these things. I could. And just kind of say, shove it to work tomorrow. But I like to be at least a little bit productive at work. That's funny. Also, who's going to sit around and watch like a 4-hour-long non-completion version of a Gundam kit build? Granted, I have done this for a very long time, but potato. I love this blue so much. Not as much as that, like, Love, Death, and Robots blue episode, but pretty dang near, to be realistic. So at least I can let some of these set dry for when I finish up. You know, I should just put gold in there now and consider those bits done. Because I would like to have at least something solidifiedly done. Okay, those look cool. Those look good. And uniform, that's all I want. Okay, so those thrusters are done. I really need a better organizational thing where I just kind of like, boop, the pen's done, boop, the pen's done, but that's not me apparently. Do I paint this inside part white? Or do I stick with a blue? I could just go with like double blue. I mean, the arms are primarily whites, which is the only reason why I would try color transfer that down to here. But that blue shows up so well, and the thighs are white. So many decisions that I don't want to make. I do think green right here would be a nice little accent piece at the very least. Which is something I wasn't expecting. But my brain just said, do it! I'm like, okay. Like a John Mulaney cartoon. I have no idea if there's ever such a thing as a John Mulaney cartoon, but if I heard it, that's, excuse me, what I would assume. And I would enjoy that. Okay. Getting a little aggressive on the coloring. I probably just put my finger on the other side. Why, yes, I did. That kind of shenanigans happens all the time without me realizing it. Hashtag rookie maneuvers. Alright, that green looks fucking sharp, bud. I'm just going to paint this interior green for no reason. It's never going to be seen, so I'm just like filler. Because, you know, it's going to pop off eventually. It's not. It's definitely not. But I just want to know that everything that I can do is done. And I like how I said I'm going to sign off and do the thing and go to sleep at a reasonable time tonight. And sleep's not going to happen. So I even pretend. Oh, God, I already love this. Alright, that was a good line to add. I feel like. Nope, other direction. Oh, put that in upside down. And I found it right off the bat. That was... I almost did it again! That's God's way of saying go the fuck to sleep. Maybe. That's not my style tonight. I want these legs effing done. I want these puppers to walk. Alright. So these are done. For the most part. Oh yeah. Well, these... That's gotta get redimified. Oh yeah, that's bright red. That's what I wanted. Yeah! Alright, I'm a little too excited about this bright red. Actually being red for a change. Normally it doesn't listen to me when I say, hey, do the thing, and it's like, you know what's funny if I just don't. I was really tempted to make these pieces gold. I really was. And then I decided against it. And I still might. I don't know. I'm still in that. Okay, there's some red accent pieces, which wasn't the original plan that I was thinking of, but I'll take it. Because they do kind of make the thing zing a little bit. That's just going to get panel lines. Alright, put away the red marker. Alright. Yeah, those things go white. Ballsy move. I don't know if I like this white idea that I had. Alright. Alright, so white's a bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. That's like my life motto quote. This is a bad idea. Let's see how this pans out. Terrible idea, terrible idea. This is a lot of detail and a lot of heavy paint. Just heavy paint. Yeah, I don't know how you feel about that. People that are watching and people that are judging at this point in time. But if I'm going to bed, I'm going to want at least one layer down, I feel like. because I can touch it up tomorrow. Which will be my plan. What do I mean by will? It is. I just want this to look the best it is, and I feel like going back to the basic white wasn't on my original drawing plan. At the same time, it's the strike. You need things to fit your basic core paint diagram. Yeah, smudge that up like a bitch. A punk bitch. Disrespect your surroundings. And as I'm disrespecting the shit out of this Gundam kit. In the best respectful way possible. Okay, let that one stand for right now. Alright, I think I'm gonna... Oh, I have to paint that red. Did I do that red to both sides? Yes, I did. I gotta put the red in the... I'll do that later in a second here. One of these days, I'll actually figure out this stuff a lot better. And I'll actually know what I'm doing. Right for now, I'm just covering the surfaces with the base coat white. I probably should have done this for the feet for the space variant. And I had some white in the green. I'll touch that up with some green later, no worries. That green stripe actually just makes this thing kind of pop. There's a lot of accidental stuff that I'm like, maybe if I put a color here, this will work. Okay. That's kind of been my trial and error on this kit. Like, this is my first kit bash, my first, like, savage amount of too much painting. And, I mean, I understand why I didn't do this when I was in college. This is a lot of work, a lot of time, and extra work and whatnot. At the same time, this is way more fun than whenever I built back in college. And I'm talking like my favorite kit is the FOTS. Full Armor Double Zeta prototype. I got destroyed. So that says something. Granted, that kit actually was not that fun to build because it was a very outdated model of building. And kits nowadays have gotten so much better. Like, I mean, honestly, it kind of off-put me from doing Gundams until I built the Heavy Arms Verka. Got me back into it. Like, I was signed, sealed, delivered. Kind of saved my soul a little bit there. Oh, lordy, it's almost 11:30. I say as the house furnace is like, you know what's funny? If I kick on at this point in time, it's starting to get cold outside. I say as I'm starting to get a little bit cold in my Lelouch sweatshirt here. Sorry, Lelouch. Even though it's like my favorite anime series. Yeah, so I'm a Code Geass Hobeg. So what? Who cares? Want to fight about it? this painting this leg right now gives me an idea for a really funny Instagram post. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, I am that_Jim_dude. If you're still here, you know. Yeah, feel free. I post more regular, better pictures of the Gunplas because my cameras work better than the overhead. Alright, the first coat is down. It looks like shit, but I don't care. It's good enough for right meow. Okay. Okay, now these legs are primarily painted, at least for the evening and whatnot. I'm going to call it a night. I'm starting to get just too tired to be adequate to paint. I'm sore. Oh, that was a good stretch. And these definitely look like some ground unit legs, which is 100% what I was aiming for. I like where those are going. Maybe I'll do a little something extra to the feet next time. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of cleaning, repainting. Maybe I'll do it on stream. Maybe I won't. I'm not 100% sure. A lot of touch-up stuff, armament stuff, I'm probably not going to. But I mean, if it's something massive like these legs, these solid gams, if you will, maybe. But for sure, the guns and stuff, that'll be off camera. Because I'm not 100% sure, and I'll probably make some sort of bastardization of one weapon versus the other. But I appreciate you guys tuning in, checking this shenanigans out. Maybe tomorrow or sometime this weekend I can finish this, knock on wood. The backpack's all I have to do, really. And then the bit system for the Dynamis, Cherudim, whatever. But we're close. We're super friggin' close. So thanks for tuning in. You guys are awesome.